Hello, everyone. It's your boy, Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thank you for joining us for our Wednesday stream. Of course, we have the lovely Therese and Alex with us tonight. So, how's it going, guys?
Hey,
Hey,
doing good.
good.
There we go. Well, we're very excited tonight. We're going to be bringing you the Rose. Therese has been hyping it up for what? Like the past couple weeks, right?
I
Is
mean,
when
you
I found
just
out
asked
about
me
Kiss.
about them last week. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but before that, we were like, we should cover the Rose at some point. Now we're
No,
doing it.
I feel like we hyped up day six more because we thought that there'd be more
Yeah.
engagement around Got Seven. And now,
We're doing
I
it
mean,
backwards.
we can still get into day six at some point. I'm down, but I'm really excited for the Rose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super pumped. Love to see it. So,
yeah. I'm excited. I don't really know anything about the Rose, personally either. So
and you said this is your second favorite group, Therese, behind BTS?
Yeah, so a little bit of my backstory. I'm one of the fans of K-pop here. Or the long-term fans, I should say, because Brandon is slowly becoming a fan. But Brandon's still new to K-pop, barely knows anything. We're just guiding him through the many discographies that we know. I started liking K-pop through BTS, as most people did back in the day. And the next group that I got into right after BTS, when I wanted to branch out a little more into the K-pop sphere, was The Rose. And
Hmm.
it started with like a solo track actually from Usung, their a lead singer. And I thought it was good, but I also thought that I might have heard his name somewhere else. So I was looking into him and like what band is he in, and it brought me down this rabbit hole, and I really fell in love with their sound in like 2019 or so. So I got to go to their concert in 2019 and then
Hmm.
a concert in 2021, 2022. And I just missed their last tour. So hopefully, if any of the chat ended up going, they can fill me in on what I missed. But um, yeah, I'm very familiar with their music.
Very exciting. And did they release like something new recently, or I thought I saw something about like a split, like there was like a split record. I don't know. I'm a vinyl head, so I
Yeah,
looked that up. So,
yeah. There's they just released Duel.
hmm,
Uh,
yeah,
within the last year. I can't remember when exactly. But that is a split album in the sense that they wanted to show two sides, two different musical styles, um, being like dawn and dusk.
hmm,
So there's a lot of tracks, and some belong on the dawn side, and some belong on the dusk side. So that's the split of it. But it is a full 11 song album.
nice. All right, cool. Well, I think we should start it off with we have the first video, which is "Sorry."
Oh
Um,
wait, Alex, do you know
oh,
anything about the
sorry.
Rose? Have you heard any of the Rose songs?
I I might have heard a song or two in passing, but no, I don't know anything.
Okay, awesome.
I know
So
they're
Nice.
playing Coachella.
Yeah,
they are, yeah.
they're
So
not
yeah,
playing
this
the.
is their debut song.
Oh,
They were a band that was created on Superband, I think it was called, the
okay.
big band competition show, which is why a lot of people consider them like K-pop adjacent because it was in the K-pop competition sphere, and I believe, the instrumentalists were all a part of a band previously. They found Wusung when they were paired up in Superband, and they evolved into the Rose after that. So they signed after that competition, and this is their debut after that competition. That's
Nice.
what I believe I remember learning. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that, but maybe somebody else will. So very exciting either way. As I mentioned, this is their first song. Sorry. Did they? Is this like the first? This is the first track because I know we did talk about it a little bit in regards to like some of their older music videos weren't able to be found online or something. Is that correct, Therese?
I was able to find one of their music videos that a fan uploaded.
Ooh.
The other one lost to time, but we do have a like the lyric video for it.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, this was in their early days with a company they are no longer with. Thank goodness.
Is there context around the past company that's worth getting into, or is it kind of dicey?
I mean, the only thing that we know is that they weren't really getting paid for the work they were doing. And they decided to sue the company to try and get the rights to everything. I don't remember if they won completely, but this song particularly is on their official YouTube page. So
Mm,
I'm hoping they at least got this song. It kind of went viral in Korea at the time. And yeah, around 2020, they left that company
okay.
and joined the military at the same time. So,
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
we'll jump into Sorry first and get with the rest of the rows after this. So let's rock.
지쳐버린 나한테 날 잊혀지지 않는 말 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 물들어버린 city lights 차가워진 목소리 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 늦었지만 미안해 oh. Tonight 앞이 가려진 밤 흐려진 기억에 난 왜 또 힘들어져만 가는지 I'm lonely 나만 홀로 남겨진 밤 혹시 몰라 기다려 넌 왜 연락조차 없는지 I'm sorry 가지마 잊지마 날 내가 옆에 있을게 너만 바라봐줄게 난 tonight I'm sorry 미안해 하지마 girl 다시 돌아와줄래 네가 없는 나는 없으니까 잊혀버린 난 tonight 잊혀지지 않는 말 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 물들어버린 city lights 차가워진 목소리 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 늦었지만 미안해 oh. 밤새 생각이 나 기억에 난 없는지 왜 또 선명해져만 가는지 I'm falling girl I never let you go 제발 돌아와 줄래 네가 없는 나는 없으니까 잊혀버린 난 tonight 잊혀지지 않는 말 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 sorry 물들어버린 city light 차가워진 목소리 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 나는 sorry 늦었지만 미안해 oh. 날 보는 눈빛이 익숙한 네 품속이 그리움에 난 뜨는 시간이 바뀌었죠 oh. 널 만났던 거리 함께했던 시간을 놓지 못할 것 같아 스쳐버린 난 tonight 잊혀지지 않는 말 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 물들어버린 city lights 차가워진 목소리 돌이킬 수 없어 sorry 이기적인 난 I'm sorry 늦었지만 미안해 oh.
All right, guys. That was the Rose Sorry. Start us off. So definitely a vibey song.
hits.
It does hit.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at like the mood that was set for the debut.
Yeah, agreed.
Not that I really had any expectations, but it's a little bit. I didn't really. There was no lyrics to really read or anything.
Right.
I don't know if there's subtitles. It didn't look like it.
It didn't look. No, it
So I don't
wasn't.
really know the full. Therese, maybe you have a little more context on like the lyrical um, bits, but I was a little surprised. It's like a little bit of seemingly like a sad, maybe not sad, but it's like a little bit of like a damp mood
Yeah.
for like a debut song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Um,
do tend to lean towards sad boy music.
that's
Ah,
cool. I don't have anything against it. I thought it was actually a really enjoyable song. I was surprised. I didn't know that there was kind of like two main vocalists. I know the one is like the
yeah,
main vocalist, I guess, but the pianist vocals are really nice. Um,
Yeah. So
like
the two
uh,
go ahead.
sorry, like at a very similar level. Like they're very both super talented. I don't know if any of the other members sing. It looked like somebody else had a microphone in front of them, but I didn't see them singing. Um, but it was really nice that their vocals are unique enough, at least in this song, where I can easily tell them apart. But they're both like carrying high notes and carrying like their own separate parts of the song. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
so the two main vocalists, Usung is the one you probably know. He has a very like the members call it like a horse vibrato,
Yeah,
like a neighing vibrato.
that was the
Um,
first thing I noticed is
yeah.
the
yeah,
vibrato.
he is the one that they met through the competition. He's from America, and I think he did a few competition shows before Superband. He was definitely trying to make the rounds as a soloist, and the other vocalist is Dojun. He does a lot of the writing from the songs. They all write the songs, but he does a lot of like the main compositions and stuff.
Okay.
They've even said that when they write songs, they actually start with the melody first, which is different from a lot of bands that might start with the rhythm or something. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
And
The other
only
members, the other members do sing at certain points,
Okay.
but they're not fully mic'd up at all times, if that makes sense.
okay.
Sure.
The only other thing I guess I'll say that I noticed, maybe just this song specifically or off bat, is that if I had to like compare their vibe or their musical sound that I'm getting just from the song, it's giving me actually like, and I mean this in like a very positive way, like older Coldplay,
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's interesting that you say that.
with like the really it's just like the emotion that the song conveys, as well as like the heavy piano use and everything, and how some of the song how some of the melodies are structured. So I know people hate on Coldplay a lot, but I love old Coldplay.
Same.
No, they
This is very
definitely.
cool to me.
I think Coldplay is definitely like a Korean global star because there's a lot of Korean like vocalists that really love Coldplay, but they did two different covers of Coldplay on Music Bank or KBS or something.
Nice.
Oh wow,
So yeah,
cool.
they definitely have some influence in
Nailed
their
it.
I'm glad
in their
I
sound.
feel a little bit justified there.
Yeah.
A little less bad for saying that, even though it wasn't bad in any way. I feel you on that. I guess I'll go next. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I know, again, as I mentioned, Therese was very excited for me to check out the Rose. So I feel like the vibes were high. So for me, I think this was pretty interesting. I liked the way that they kind of structured out the song. I wasn't really expecting them to have like a piano player, which I thought was a really nice addition to like the tracks. I also really enjoyed, I guess, like the like outro slash bridge part. I like that they all kind of got to do their own, like they kind of got to let loose a little bit in terms of like the instrumentation. I feel like their drummer got to like be a little bit more free with like the drumming, and then their bass player as well got to do a couple riffs and stuff. So it was nice to hear that. But as well as that, it was like both, just kind of piggyback on what Alex said. I think both of their vocalists are really great, and I think when they mesh together and you can kind of hear the contrast, it adds this sort of really nice like vocal dimension that I really enjoy. And I'm curious to see how far they kind of push it, and obviously the other members when once they start having vocal parts in their delivery and stuff. I'm curious to see how they fit into that whole context of the Rose. But um, for a verse song, I think this was very good. Yeah, I kind of do get old like Coldplay or like The Fray kind of gave me a little bit of that vibe, which is another band that I really enjoy as well. But yeah, this was a very good introduction to the Rose. Do you know how well this one was received, Therese, in terms of when it came out, or?
I don't completely. I know they weren't huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like they definitely got good enough sales to keep going and stuff, but this song in particular was probably the most successful of their early releases after
Okay.
Superband. Um, that like if you're looking at song plays on Spotify, it has twice as many as any of the other songs they put out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Other than maybe She's in the Rain, but it's hard for me to gauge because I got into them kind of early. So when Alex, you were talking about the kind of numbers they were getting now, and I was like, wait, what? I had no clue. So I'd say it was well received, but not well received. It might have been like a one hit wonder,
Oh, okay. Okay.
a two hit wonder at least, because they have another really good one that people know. But I don't know if they're all that big in Korea. I think they're a lot bigger internationally now.
Okay.
But at the time, I don't know if they were huge.
Yeah, I guess I find it more interesting since, obviously a large majority of why we do this is to cover like K-pop groups and stuff. So I think for us to have kind of a bit this to be the introduction to more like K-band sort of stuff, I am curious to see how like in terms of if people really enjoy like the band aspect of it versus just K-pop is its own thing and its own beast.
Right.
So I'm curious to see if people are like, oh, I don't know if I'm like a fan of this really because it's like I enjoy K-pop because like of the whole like grandioseness of it. So I'm trying to kind of like put it into a basis because obviously for me as my background, I love bands, so I feel like to me that
Hmm.
this feels like pretty natural stuff like that. But I can imagine for other people, this might be like a whoa, I can't believe we're doing this. It might be a little different.
No, there's definitely a huge international fandom. I can speak for America because we live in America, but
Yeah.
there's so many people that like K bands that are part of the K-pop community, but they seek out the K bands in K-pop because they like the band sound so much. So
Mm.
the other band that I told you about, Lucy, we tried to cover them and then we didn't, but eventually we will. They are also from the Superband competition show,
Okay, cool.
and I believe One We was. I know we've
Mm.
talked about them.
We have, yeah.
It's really not common for K-pop companies to create bands because they don't pull the kind of numbers that the idol
Groups.
groups do.
Yeah.
But they have like there's definitely bands. There's like Extraordinary Heroes. There's Day Six. There's CN Blue. Like there are K-pop company bands. I don't know if they're considered just Korean bands or if they're considered K-pop at this point. I don't know what the difference is.
There's a weird, they have like their own pocket,
Yeah.
because you have to think of it something like an example I can pull out is like Rolling Quartz. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
they're really just like a K rock band, but they operate in a very K-pop way. But they also went to like Indonesia or something and played a metal festival. So it's really cool, I think, if some groups are able to sit in like a pocket where they can be multifaceted.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah. No.
And
I
then
think. Oh, go on.
and then
Teresa.
there's the Korean bands that aren't related to K-pop, which are like Janabi and all of
Yeah.
the popular in Korea bands, which are different.
So much of a rabbit hole, So
What was the other one that got a big award this year? It was Silica
Yeah,
Gel.
so look, yeah,
I checked them out. They're really cool.
Okay.
they were cool.
I'll have to check them out. Yeah, the only one that I'm familiar with, and I guess even I don't know if they would be considered. I guess they're kind of a K band, but Wave to Earth, which got announced for Head in the Clouds. So that's kind of the
Yep.
other group that I love. So shout outs to them. But yeah, no, this is great.
Awesome.
Great start, Therese. We're gonna move on to the next one, which we have is Baby. So, is this on the same? Are these all on the same? Like, were these released as like singles, or was this a part of like an album or something?
Sorry was a single album with another song like we used to. Baby was a title track for a more full album called Void, and this
Okay.
is the album that I really fell in love with.
Okay,
So
perfect. All right, let's get into Baby then.
밤하늘에 별빛이 너에게도 똑같을까 Stars 바라보는 네 눈빛은 이별이란 뜻인 건가 No I don't wanna hold you back 떨리는 시선으로 기다리지만 먼저 말을 해요 baby I don't wanna hold you back 거짓된 시선들로 널 바라보잖아 baby Tell me now 널 바라보잖아 baby Tell me now 널 바라보잖아 우리 둘이 함께 했던 빈자리만 있던 걸까 Space 틈 사이로 달빛이 오늘따라 반쪽일까 왜 I don't wanna hold you back 어색한 시선으로 돌아보지마 먼저 말을 해 baby I don't wanna hold you back 붉어진 시선으로 날 바라보잖아 baby Tell me now 날 바라보잖아 baby Tell me now 날 바라보잖아 Maybe I just have to let you go No 드리워진 내 마음처럼 No Clouds are shrouding us into the dark Yeah 사라진 내 그림자처럼 내가 떠나가줄게 내가 떠나가줄게 baby Tell me now 내가 떠나가줄게 baby Tell me now 내가 떠나가줄게 baby
That ending was interesting.
Damn.
All right.
Love that.
Therese?
oh, I have chills. Oh.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was like funky, like contemporary funk rock kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I really liked that bass riff they were playing, that he was playing in the
good.
beginning, where it's got like a little slide on the end
Yeah.
of every measure. Really, really fun. I also, something that was really, I think it took me until the end of the song to like kind of click for me, was the chorus. I thought the chorus was a pre-chorus until it ended, and then I was like, oh, that was the chorus. Because of the drum pattern. The drum pattern is very like building.
Right, it's like
It doesn't
building,
really,
yeah.
but it's building throughout the entire chorus, and then it ends. I'm like, oh, that was it. Okay. So like on the second chorus, I'm like, oh, okay, that's the chorus again. Interesting. And then the third one, like it clicked, and then they changed it up and like threw in some different patterns, and it got like a little heavier. I don't want to say like heavy, but it kind of started really like, you know, hamming it up. And I thought that third chorus was like really solidifying. So it makes me like enjoy it, I think, as a whole.
Ooh.
And Woo-sung's vocals are so, like, I noticed it in the first song, but really in this song, like that vibrato, like the
Yeah.
airy vibrato is so unique. Like
It's
I feel like
it's
you
interesting.
could put him in like a lineup of 10 vocalists and I could probably pick him out every time. It's so interesting.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting. I say gimmick, but I don't mean it in a bad way. It's
Yeah.
really like something that anyone can do, especially when you're first learning how to use vibrato. It's the easiest way when you're like just like laughing, like you're just laughing while singing. And I feel like be, it could sound so much more amateur than it does. So he definitely like found his niche in there, and he like wanted to like move that sound forward, and it sounds so good on him. There's definitely songs that he doesn't use it, and I'm wondering whether he's like trying something new, just trying to like break out of that typical thing. But it's a pull. It's a pull for the rose.
Did you have anything else to say,
Yes.
Therese, about the
Oh,
song? You can
yeah.
go. You might
I
as
want to
well.
rave about this song. I
Okay.
love this song to the point that last time I saw them, I went to Minneapolis for their heel tour, and
Oh,
they
okay.
played this song, and I did not expect them to because it's been years since they released it. I thought they would just play like from their new album and maybe like Sorry and some solo stuff.
Sure.
But as soon as they started the song, I like lost it. And I was over in like I had barricade because my friends were kind enough to wait for us, and I like flew in during a work event from Las Vegas. And yeah, I gotta go.
Respect. Respect. Respect.
And when it came on and I just lost it, I was literally like head banging, and it's like not a really intense beginning, obviously,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
since I knew it and since I was feeling it, I made it intense. And then Wusong actually looked at me and made this face like, "Are you okay?"
Like, is everything all right? Are we gonna have to get
And
her
then I was
checked
like,
out?
"I think I have to stop this." And then he started going. I'm like, "Okay."
You're like, I guess I gotta start going again. You know?
Yeah, that was really embarrassing. But the song, the song just hit so hard. Like the first, I'll be completely honest, the Rose was like my first official concert in 2019. I grew up in a small town. The closest concert I could get to was like an 8-hour drive away.
Oof.
So, yeah, problems with Florida. But um, when I got into college and stuff, my friends would take me to bars and stuff, and I would like see live music, but I had never actually traveled to a venue to see a band perform that I had paid for. So that was my first ever concert,
Wow.
and it was, it'll never be topped. It's so
Sure.
sad.
Yeah.
It'll never be topped
That's
because
fair.
That's
yeah,
fair. Yeah.
live, like obviously like K-pop concerts are a whole nother thing. Live bands hit you so much differently. And when they
Mm.
actually stopped in that song went to take the breath because it's part of their stage thing. Um it's like the whole audience was silent and then took the breath at the same time, and then we all went hard. It was I freaking loved, I love this song. It's definitely one of my favorites.
It's a memorable one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so great. I mean, I've already talked about my like first shows and stuff, but yeah, they have that like memorability that you'll never forget in your lifetime. So love to see
Yeah.
it. Um, I guess for this song, I really enjoyed like the energy of it. It kind of builds, and once you get towards the end, you're just like, man, I wish there was just a little bit more. You know, there by the end of it, I was like, I could go with like another 30 seconds, 45 seconds. You know, I wouldn't be complaining. Um, but I really kind of enjoyed more of the instrumentation. The thing that I noticed more specifically about how they arrange stuff is I love that their piano player kind of takes some parts of like more of the like rhythm section, which is kind of held down by the drums and the bass. But then at the same time, like their vocalist and the guitar player like kind of do more like leads and more like melodies and stuff. And I don't feel like he's doing as much chording, which is pretty interesting because
Mhm.
I would have figured most times that's kind of what you typically expect. So I feel like their piano player is kind of playing both sides of the fence here and has some like parts where he's adding some melodic motifs in there, but then at the same time is trying to hold up like more of the rhythm section as well. So I got to give a lot of credit to their piano player because I think he's really incredible.
Yeah, Dojun has
Yeah.
the piano out on stage at all times, but he also has like an entire symphony of instruments behind him because he switches out. So he also does a
Wild.
lot of the secondary guitar parts and um, a lot of percussive parts as well, like
Ooh.
if there's a tambourine or
Like
something.
That's
But
cool.
yeah,
I was
he's
sort of
jack of all trades.
I was sort of wondering about that because there are distinctively two guitar parts in this song
Mhm.
that are both
Mhm.
like pretty prominent. So I was wondering, like in a live setting, if they had like a backtrack for like secondary parts, or if they had like a
A live
touring
guitar player,
member.
yeah.
But it's just Dojun just killing
Yeah.
it.
He's got a guitar on while he's in front of the keyboard, and then he breaks
Oh,
out the
hell
mic
yeah.
when he sings.
Love that.
Man's pulling in extra hours. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Jojen's
Yeah.
great. But yeah,
Wow.
I think the song was really fun, really interestingly arranged. I think I'm excited to go back and
Mm.
listen to that one because there was definitely some things that when you get the first listen, you're just like I can't pick all of this stuff, but I feel like that one's one that I'll be listening to. I'll be like, wow, I didn't even really pick up on that. That was really cool. But yeah, this is great. I think they just keep getting with each song we're listening to. I feel like I get more invested. Like the way that they kind of
Doesn't take much.
shifted up, the way that they've been shifting it up and changing it. I think it's like they had the first song they started off with was "Sorry," which was like a little bit softer, a little sadder, and this one was like more vibey, a little bit more vibrant, like more poppy. So it's interesting to see how much the range and depth that they have as a group. So I'm stoked. I think this is a snowball. I feel like I'm I'm rolling down the
Mhm.
hill. I'm just waiting for like
Yeah.
one song where I'm just gonna be like, that's it. It's hidden. But yeah, that
Now,
was great.
if I can ask a Dojun question, does he also have a keytar?
I
Or
don't
has
know.
he played a keytar?
That'd be so
Because I
sick.
feel like we're missing out on some real like multitasking here if he's not rocking a keytar behind his back and a guitar in the front.
Oh, that'd be sick.
You're right. You're right. He's, he could do way more.
You
No,
could do way more.
I appreciate what he's doing, but there's room for more. Let's not be lazy.
I'm
kidding,
not
of
sure.
course.
Well, maybe you can ask him in their Discord.
Yeah.
I'll DM him. I'll DM him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're on a first name basis, honestly. So it's good. It's good. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is "She's in the Rain." So very excited. This is also a part of the same album.
No, this is
Therese?
a
Or this
different
is
album now.
Okay. How many albums have they had out thus far?
Not many. One,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to say 6, but they've done like other projects in between with OSTs and stuff. So
Very cool. All right.
Okay.
Well, this is "She's in the Rain," so let's give it a listen.
Do you hear me?
Oh, a lyric video for a band is really funny.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
They didn't. There was a fan uploaded MV, but it wasn't synced with the song. So
Noah, do you hear me? 거리를 걷다 보니 different way 뒤돌아보니 아무도 없네 내가 쫓던 꿈들이 날 따라와 No yeah. I'm dying inside I wanna think that it's a lie Why 소리쳐 외쳐봐도 대답이 없네 쏟아지는 외로움 in the rain Rain She's in the rain 아름다웠던 날 그려보면 흘러가버린 시간이 멈춰 이제 눈을 뜨기조차 버거워 No She's in the rain 힘이 아파도 아픈 티 안 내는 너 끝이 보이는 게 너무 두려워 너의 눈엔 이미 생기가 없어 No She's dying inside She wants to think that it's a lie Why 애타게 불러봐도 대답이 없네 쏟아지는 빗방울 in the rain She's in the rain 아름다웠던 날 그려보면 흘러가버린 시간이 멈춰 이제 눈을 뜨기조차 버거워 No She's in the rain 내 기억 속에 너의 흔적이 번져 빈볼에 흠뻑 젖은 것처럼 갈 곳을 잃은 채 현실에 물들어 얼어붙은 내 눈물 속에 You wanna hurt yourself, I'll stay with you You wanna make yourself go through the pain It's better to be held than holding on No We're in the rain 떨어지고 있는 이 속에서 흩어져버린 널 다시 잡고 아름다웠던 널 볼 수 있게 No We're in the rain
All right. She's in the rain. From the Rose.
Ooh.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was a vibe. Real vibe.
Kind of depressing.
A little
but-
depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
I guess I'll go. I was not expecting it to be like a full band song, to be honest.
I also
it
thought
started
that as well.
off.
Yeah.
We had like a good, I don't know, 30 seconds plus of it just being like I just thought it was going to be an acoustic track.
Mm.
So I was pleasantly surprised. Not that I don't like acoustic tracks or anything, but I love, hearing the full instrumentation come together.
Mhm.
And I should have known, because if there was no full band, they all wouldn't be on the screen, right? So the lyric
I mean,
so
How would you
I gotta
know? Yeah.
make an aside that I thought was funny. I thought it would have been really funny if they lit up the members when they were playing their instruments, and they basically
that'd
just
be-
all would have been lit up the whole time.
yes, that would have been.
But it would have been really funny. I know it wouldn't
Really
be
nice.
helpful, but
Love that.
no, I thought this was really enjoyable. I thought there was when the guitar and electric guitar and the bass and drums kicked in, it was really like almost like a droning kind of rhythm to it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a sound that I associate with a lot of like shoegaze and noise rock, but not necessarily in a sense of like that's what it was. It wasn't that, but it was a similar guitar sound and like style of playing when it kicked in that reminded me of some of like the similar artists that do that kind of stuff that I listen to outside of K-pop. So I just thought it was nice. I don't really have that much else to say other than it's like sort of halfway between a like a rock ballad and
I would
I don't
say
know.
so.
Would you, Therese? Would you consider this like a sort of a balladish kind of song
Yeah.
for them?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I don't really have the context of like how where their discography goes, so I don't know
Mhm.
if like this is a normal or if this is softer, but definitely like bigger ballad kind of sad boy song for
Yeah.
me.
The other one that I really wanted to show from this album was Take Me Down, which is more anthemic, I guess.
Okay.
But this one
Okay.
is so iconic that I had to put it on here. It's like one of the ones that people um, claim, has helped them through suicidal thoughts, like a
Okay.
lot of
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
problems in their life.
Hmm.
And I want everyone to feel the love and the holding that the rose is doing.
I did feel that.
Um, Now this you said there was a music video for this. Was this the title track of this release?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost to time. No, it's probably on a drive somewhere. I just I didn't avidly look for it. Sorry.
only superficially, but it's all good.
All right. It's the music that
It's the
matters.
music that, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I don't really have anything negative to say. The vocals were great. Okay, I actually do have one more thing to say. Not really a negative, but Woo Sung's vibrato for me in this song was a tidbit too much.
Okay. Okay.
Just because there was a couple words that would repeat. I don't remember what they are. I know rain was one of them, and there was another word that he would repeat a couple times in a row, and he
Oh,
would
and
use
yeah.
use the vibrato the exact same way on the exact same part of the note repeated.
Mhm.
Uh, that to me was a little much. Um, that's my only critique. It's not really like a negative. It's just I think with the repeating notes and it being the exact same placement of the vibrato and the exact same style, it it loses a little bit of it, like its spark that you get when you hear it
Right.
like
It's
here and
not as much
there.
of and you'll get this, like, it's not as much of a surprise anymore because you know that he's
Yes,
doing it.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's all,
I,
but it's still very positive on the vocals, very positive on the song.
yeah, that's actually one of the things I really like about this song is when he does that, particularly like she's dying inside. Like it's tapering off because it's like struggling to hold on, essentially. I think it's very well thematically built, especially when you listen, there's like some really small little plunks from the high end of the piano that kind of signify the raindrops, but for the most part, it's an inner turmoil going on more than about the rain itself.
I guess I'll go next. I enjoyed this song a lot. I am in the same camp as Alex. I did think this was gonna be like an acoustic sort of ballady sort of track. So once like the second verse came in, they had everyone showed up. I was like, that's tight. I like that. Um, as well as that, I really enjoyed the bridge. I think the way that they kind of switched up some of the chord phrasing was really fun and really interesting. I also think they added some like strings, which was really nice, and I think it adds that like emotional like tug and pull that you would get with like more of a ballady sort of track. So I like that element of it. And the way they switched up the last chorus in this song was also really good, and I think it adds to that extra level of like emotiveness that was really nice. I don't know if whether or not I don't know who is doing like more of the ad libby vocal parts towards the end, but I'm pretty sure is Dojun. But he sounded great. Like I said, I know we've been talking a lot about Dojun, but truly he's got a really unique vocal style, and then obviously with Woo-sung, um, it's cool to hear them kind of contrast in like your ears, and you're like, oh, that's really nice, like, and almost like it's almost like you're tugging and pulling to be like, I like what Dojun's doing, but I also like what Woo-sung's doing, so it's kind of like trying to figure out which one I enjoy more, um but yeah, overall this was very good, and I like that they kind of ended the song where it began, which was like in that acoustic ending kind of a thing. That was a nice way to kind of wrap it all in a nice like bow, a nice present at the end. So yeah, this is good. I think it's interesting how much of a range that we've gotten thus far with only 3 songs. I think they've done a really great job of like showing you their capabilities as a group. So I like this one.
Yeah.
Therese?
Anything else I was gonna say? I just don't have anymore. I was going to comment previously with Baby, but it might be more thematic as we keep going. I haven't done like a full discography listen through with theirs in a while, so I'm excited. But yeah, what I really like is that they're taking what we like about K-pop with all of the different melodies going on, and they're just doing that with their instruments. And
Yeah.
like, it doesn't need to be some crazy production that we're used to hearing from whoever in the back of uh in the background instrumentals. It's like it's a lot more prominent because it's more like member parts, and especially when it's done with instruments, like you can't have multiple people singing different melodies at the same time, but you can do that with different instruments.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's unique.
I will
very well.
also I will also say for this group as well, like I what I've noticed is that they seem like the type of group that like there's, and maybe Alex can kind of back me up on this, but I feel like there's certain groups or bands that you listen to that you're just like inherently your mind goes to like they just seem like the type of band you would love to hear live. Like there's something about their music that just hits a little different.
Yeah.
Like you can listen to this track and be like, man, that hits the feels. But like seeing it in person and like seeing like the emotion of them, all 4 of them like on stage, I think to me that's probably where you'd have a lot more appreciation for what they do. Where in this context, it's like, okay, yeah, this is a great like arranged track, but there's something special about like the live like interaction, the live vibe
Yes.
that I think may be lost in like a recorded version, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I picked up on, but I think they definitely seem like the type of group that I would have to see live and be like, then I would start crying probably or something.
Gonna
which
go
is-
to Coachella now? See him?
No, I'm not going to go to Coachella. But you know, if the Rose, you want to come out to the East Coast, you know, that'd be kind of sick. I'll go see you guys for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, actually, I have a question about their tour. Therese, did they tour in a similar way that bands tour, where they hit like 30 cities and drive the whole thing, or do they tour
that's a
more
good
like
question.
a K-pop group where they like
Oh,
fly stop to stop and do like 5 stops?
so they tour like a K-pop group, which is really unfortunate because Woo-sung did a solo tour like around 2021, I think, and they actually lost his guitar and a lot of their band equipment in the flights. So he had to do a show without like hardly any equipment. Um, it was rough, and there's like nothing you can do about that. Like you can, yeah. I think he did have a guitar, but it was definitely more like an acoustic performance. It was bare bones. It's really unfortunate. A lot of the concerts they do, they tend to have technical difficulties, and like what they toured. Woo-sung was an opener for Tableau and their group. What's it called?
Epic High.
Epic High, yeah.
Okay.
Woo-sung opened for Epic High, and they ran into a bunch of microphone issues when they were performing, because I went to that too. I was like, oh my God. Every single time it's like they need extra time at soundcheck. I don't know why, It's a curse.
It's the struggles of the live band.
I
Yeah.
guess so. um,
That's
so
crazy.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they should do like a normal touring circuit. I feel like that would
I would
be
love that. I
that'd
think
be kind of better.
now that they're under their own company, I think the company is based in California, so maybe.
Hey,
I don't think
listen,
they'll
the
do another
Rose,
tour
come.
for a while though. I think they'll take a break a bit.
Well, listen, they're playing Coachella, so I mean, well,
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
probably be
while
the
you're over
last
here,
they should be
last for
like
a
tested.
while.
Yeah, they should really test that radius clause. See how far. It'd be sick. Anyway, if you're going to Coachella, let us know about the Rose, and I'm dying to find
Yeah.
out. So, but the next one here we have is Red. So, very excited. Do I need to know anything else about this song, Therese?
I think this song is in English. There was
Oh.
another song that was in English on this single album.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Another album, another
Okay.
great song.
Very cool. All right, getting into Red.
Stay 작은 불빛 날 끌어당기는 fireflies Take 날 데려가 숨 막히는 시선 속에 비춰지는 moonlight 길을 찾아가 점점 가까이 내게 다가와 떠오르는 flashlight 빛을 따라가 쏟아지는 저 shooting stars I wanna be red 눈앞에 피어난 불꽃처럼 No I wanna be red 빨갛게 펼쳐진 하늘처럼 I don't care I wanna be Stay 구름 위에 꽃잎이 피어나 like paradise Dance move your body 꿈꾸듯이 날아올라 비춰지는 moonlight 길을 찾아가 점점 가까이 내게 다가와 떠오르는 flashlight 빛을 따라가 쏟아지는 저 shooting stars I wanna be red 눈앞에 피어난 불꽃처럼 No I wanna be red 빨갛게 펼쳐진 하늘처럼 I don't care I wanna be 홀로 걷던 이 거리 어둠 속에 붉게 타올라 Throw your sticks and stones 남들과 다르면 너 어때 신경 안 써 끌리는 대로 I wanna be red 누가 뭐라 하던 상관없어 No I don't wanna be dead 불처럼 저 높이 뻗어올라 Fireworks I just wanna be
All right, so it's the Rose Red. Very cool.
sick.
Yeah.
This. Oh, Alex.
Go ahead, take
Oh,
it.
okay.
Go first.
I was gonna say this one has a lot more energy. I think they really kind of amped it up a little bit more. This kind of has, and this was really. I'm trying to figure out. This was released 4 years ago, so it kind of I feel like it's way more poppier. Like I don't know that I don't. There seems like a drastic jump between like them being more like emo is not the right word to say, but like they definitely have more of an emotional aspect to their writing style, and this one feels a little bit more light, more bubbly.
Mhm.
It I feel like it's kind of like masquerading as like one of those really like more bubbly K-pop songs, but written in obviously more of a band state of mind. Um, and that was kind of like what I got from it. The electronics were really interesting. It has like this sort of EDM aspect to it, which I wasn't really. I mean, I know that they've incorporated some like synths, but I feel like this one is like more of a line in the sand where they're just like, "Hey, we're just gonna throw it in. You guys are either gonna like it or not." So I think that was a pretty interesting contrast. Um, but yeah, I thought the choruses were really big in a very like band sort of way. Something I probably would hear on like pop radio, something like that, which is obviously I imagine kind of what they're going for. But then like I love the more kind of subdued nature of their verses. I think that was really where I would argue where the band shined just a little bit more. Um, but yeah, I feel like this one was an interesting one. I think this one maybe confused me just a little bit, just because they've given me a lot of more emotional like vibier sorts of tracks, and this one is vibey in a different way, but I think it's a little bit more sparkly, a little bit more bright. So I don't know if maybe this might be like a new musical era for them instead.
Yeah, so this did kick off a US tour.
Okay.
um,
Okay.
and like I said, the other track on this single was in fully in English. This one wasn't, but
Okay.
yeah, and that one was literally called California. So they were going for more of the happy summer vibes.
Yeah.
And I think they I don't know if this was the intent, but I associate it with an American push of some kind when you're trying to get more on the poppier side of band, or when something's written completely in English.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, but that was my thoughts on it. I like I said, I don't think it's a bad song. It just kind of is a. I think it's a little bit of a shock, after listening to the previous song. I feel like that kind of threw me. So, not bad by any stretch, but definitely different.
Okay. Um, I'll I'll say that I'm not too shocked, just because I think that I'm pretty open to like what their sounds are gonna vary. We've only heard like 3 songs so far, so I
Yeah,
guess
it's just true. Yeah.
I'm pretty open to like where their sound's gonna evolve, and I'm sure they experiment with plenty of different things. So I sort of expected some sort of kind of funk pop, almost like disco funk.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty in line. Like if the stuff that we heard earlier was like comparable to Coldplay rock, this would be comparable to like Jonas Brothers rock. Like
Okay.
just
Yeah.
that like very like light guitar strumming, like it's poppy. It's kind of got a boom bop drums the whole time.
Let's not do it like
Um,
that though.
it's yeah.
It's
Luckily,
not-
it's not do it like
No,
that.
because that wasn't written by the Jonas
I
Brothers.
know.
Remember?
I know. I was just. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Little fun. Little ha-has.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
not
but
year 3000.
well, we wish.
Oh.
What a hit.
Yeah,
What a hit.
What a banger. Yeah.
No, I thought this song was really cool. This is, I think, my favorite song that we've heard of theirs so far.
Predictable.
Am I
What about the
predictable?
beach? Alex
Summer.
loves it.
Give him this
I
man a pina
love-
colada.
I love summer songs. Look, the only thing they can do to top a good summer song for me is if they start doing mix pop.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they had lip rings.
Oh, that
Well-
too. And mix pop.
And they dance in the water. Oh wait, they gotta
Oh.
dance.
I won't write it off.
Yeah.
What if they play guitar in the water?
Sign me up.
That'd be
Stonks.
me. That'd be me. Stonks. Yeah. That would take that. That would take it to the next level for me.
Sounds like a safety hazard. I don't want them to ruin their gear.
That's true.
Um,
They're show guitars.
oh, I did notice in this video, my man's playing the guitar like the whole video,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like the
Sick.
double guitar. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything bad to say about the song at all, actually. It's just obviously it's like a less deep of a
Right.
song than some of the
Not gonna
others.
make you cry.
So for some people, I can see how that would be like a takeaway, where some people would be in it more for the emotional stuff. Me, I'm here for the vibes, and this song delivered vibes. So
Oh yeah.
for
Fair.
me, it's right on top.
I'm here to cry, Alex. Just saying.
I yeah,
Hey,
I don't know a ton of the Rose fans around this era, so I can't tell you what other people thought. I know Wolf from one of the lovely mods of the Soju Talk K-pop podcast Discord. He's a huge fan of the Rose, and we would talk about them all the time. He's definitely like sad boy only kind of music.
That's my
But
guy.
he still loved this song because he loves the Rose that much. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream it every day. But my favorite is still She's in the Rain. I'm like, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
I was a little bit, I won't say disappointed. I was expecting another really deep, really like heavy
Hmm.
song. And we didn't get that with this release at all. Like we got this song and then we got another beach poppy song. Um which is still like really fun, really great to sing in a car, but I like their sound for a reason. Like I like that the depth that they put into their instrumentation. So I'm it's also so this was the last song that they did with their last company.
Okay.
And I don't know what that means, but it was a very tumultuous time because this was the last song we got, the last album, whatever. I went out to go buy it on like the K-pop shelves, and then I saw like $25 for a single album. I'm like, nah. I was at that
That's
point. I'm like,
crazy.
I'm not into collecting. I want to support them, but that's a little too much for me. um,
oh, how
so
naive.
yeah, right, right. Um, so yeah, I still like the song. I wish that we got more past this, but I understand that they weren't happy in their current company. I understand that
Hmm.
the entire tour that I paid to go to and drove to and accidentally made an illegal U-turn on the turnpike because I missed the exit. But definitely wasn't paying them enough. So they left their company. We did not. It was radio silence for months and months and months. All we had were these two songs, and they weren't really getting us through the sad times. And they were trying to start a party. Uh,
They were, yeah.
yeah, which it is. It's a good party song. But the next time that we heard from them was the next song that we're going to play, and it was one of those. Do you remember Encore by GOT7? We listened to it in our playlist.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
loved
it's
Encore. Yeah.
yeah, it was a home video type
Yeah.
is this goodbye song?
Well,
Uh it's one of those like you can't tell if it's a goodbye or a thank you or what. Um yeah,
the heartstring
not happy
tugs.
memories.
Yeah, not
Not
good.
happy memories.
I feel like
But at least
Therese.
and it wasn't available on Spotify. Like it was blacked out. It wasn't available for streaming. They even took down the video after so long. So I don't know why. We were reaching, we were grasping at straws, trying to figure out. We could get into Black Rose, which is the name of their fandom, Black Roses.
I feel like you're gonna go
Yeah,
through PTSD in this song. I think.
I'm going through PTSD right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh God. All right. Well, let's get it over
it's
with.
happening. It's also like around COVID. Oh no.
Oh, we're just going for it. We're shooting. My man opened his phone up.
Hello, I'm calling. Follow through the painful thorns again and again. I'm drowning below the shallow water, but you take my hand and you pull me aside. I thank you always that you've saved me from tears again and again. 나의 아픔은 너의 상처가 되어 빨갛던 장미꽃잎이 검게 물들어요. 마지막 꽃잎이 떨어져도 언제까지나 널 지켜줄게. 늘 살게 해준 너의 그 한마디 정말 고마워요. Tell me it's okay. Don't be afraid. Nobody can take away love is the way. Tell me it's okay. Don't be afraid. Nobody can take away love is the way. Don't you be afraid. Don't you be afraid. Don't be afraid. Nobody can take away love is the way. Hello, 조금 멀어진 우리 걱정 말아요.
Ooh. All right. That was Black Rose.
Gee.
That last pick at the end, oh, that was that if I was a fan of the Rose at the time, I would be like deceased.
I would have cried probably.
I would have
from
cried.
this.
I'm about to cry right now.
Oh no.
Well, this is back to emotional,
Yeah. I love
but
it.
but good emotional,
Good emotion.
I mean, it wasn't
right?
good
Well,
at
not
the
good,
time.
but-
It is now. Now that they're doing great. Now
Okay.
that we made it through. Yeah, this dropped while they were in the military, so holding on to straws.
What is this song about, Therese?
I mean, it's about the fandom. I'm trying to remember the lyrics exactly. But it's a lot of thank yous.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I was sort of picking up on, but I didn't know if it was meant to be a fan song or if it
Yes.
was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the message is conveyed well. The song was really, really nice. There's a lot of background vocal harmonizing
Mm.
Mhm.
going on throughout the song that I thought was really nice detail. Especially when like listening for it. There were a lot of sections where it's just constantly like in the background a little bit, which is cool. And then the vocals at the end popping off were great as well.
Oh, I have
Um,
lyric updates.
sure.
It was more thank yous because they were in so much pain. Like it's literally like my pain becomes your scars. The red rose
Oh,
petals get dyed black. And even if the last petal falls, I'll protect you forever.
Oh my
wow.
god.
So they
Emo as
were going
fuck.
through it. They were really not happy at the company. Um,
Wow.
Respect.
Um,
Ow.
yeah, the only other thing I wanted to note is that I love the video. Obviously, it's very like
Yeah.
sentimental and everything, but it's really cool. I'm assuming this is like just them spending their personal time together, maybe in that gap or pre-military or something. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what the exact context is, but it's cool to see them. It's cool to see any group that you like, I think, having like these personal relationships develop and seeing them being themselves and having fun and knowing that they're not just close when you see them on camera, but they're close, you know, um,
Mhm.
seemingly close, like behind the scenes. And thought it was really nice. It was like maybe the lyrics or the content of the song is like sad emotional, but the video and the stuff that they were displaying was like happy tears emotional. You know what I mean?
Wholesome.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it
got
was
Yeah.
really
wholesome
like
vibes.
wholesome. It was
Yeah.
really nice to watch. They also seem funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they
I
do.
think I think it's apparent that they like each other at least as much as business partners because there are plenty of moments when like Woo-sung could have gone solo, Dojun pursued his own solo interests, and they talked about like, do we need the rose to be the rose? And they decided they really needed to because I think not only the sound was that they were creating was what they wanted, but it was each other that was making it so. So it's it's something every band goes through, I think, and every idol group too.
Mm,
And bands don't have as much of a pressure to be like, we're best friends, we love each other. So uh, it's not something that's like their company is hounding them about, hopefully, but it is like there's always a chance that you can go somewhere else, go pursue different things. If you even want to keep doing music, like they
that's true.
talked about
Yeah.
that a lot with we'll get into their Heal album. So yeah. Yeah,
You wanna
this
go,
is an
Therese?
emotional song. Yeah, I'll do it. This is an emotional song. I definitely cried when it came out. I'm gonna cry again now.
Oh,
It's so scary seeing something you love so much and you're excited about new things and then you find out you probably not aren't gonna get new things. Um, and you can keep the same stuff from when you found them, but it's the difference between like having memories versus making memories, and you want to make more memories. You don't
sure.
want to
Yeah.
like lock all your old memories in a box all the time. So I love it. I love their, especially at the very end when they're like don't be afraid, nobody can take away, like love is the way. Yeah,
Oh,
no one can take it away, but I want everyone to know. And now they do.
oh. Have they played this live yet or no?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
I kind of assumed as much, but I didn't want to read into
I
it.
didn't expect them to because, it's
Such a hard
I this
song.
isn't this isn't even on their official account. This is like a fan account, I think. Um
Wow.
I think they took down the original or someone did.
Oof.
it,
All
it
right.
wasn't available for a long time, but it's back up on Spotify now.
Get a good cry in, you know.
Yeah.
I think for very similarly to like a lot of other groups that we've covered where they've done like these like see you later but like not see you later but maybe potentially see you later kind of a thing. Like
Mhm.
obviously I don't have a horse in that race because I'm listening to him now, which I already know that they're still making music and they're still a group, which is great. And even in the case that maybe if they just decide that they're like we're hanging the towel up and we're doing it, um, I think for me it's the best way that I can kind of put it into words is that like I kind of think about bands that like I love that are really important to me, and I kind of try to channel that sort of energy listening to something like this, where I'm like, oh man, like I would really hate for this band to go away because like they have meant a lot to me personally. So I feel like this song definitely carries a great energy of that sort of, well, not great, but like that sad energy of like, you know, like this isn't goodbye, this is just see you later kind of a thing. So I think they conveyed it really well. You can definitely tell emotionally, like, you know, this is a hard song for them to sing, and you can kind of hear it in like more of the tonalities of their voices, which I love. But as well as that, I think the instrumentation was like probably my favorite one thus far that we've listened to. It just really kind of, again, I know I talked a lot about just emotion just now, but I think it does give you that kind of like that ebb and flow, that kind of feeling that you would get when, you know, some things in your life are a little bit tumultuous. So I do like the fact that they are conveying that sort of energy in a track like this. I think it further sells that sort of energy. But yeah, this was a great track. The ending was probably my favorite part, where they kind of just, again, funneled everything to the, like, funneled all that emotion towards the end and really kind of send it off in like a really beautiful way. I think that really shows how talented they are as songwriters. Because I do think it really kind of hits a little home, and like, again, just because I'm checking out the Rose now, like I still felt that kind of chest pull a little bit, and I was like, man, I don't even know this band that well, and I can start to feel like my chest hurt a little bit just by listening to it. So I can only imagine for fans that, you know, have been through the ringer with this group, like, this must have hit, you know, it hits
Traumatized.
Traumatized, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
K-pop fans are the most traumatized people in the world.
Hey, I'm welcome to be a part of the club, you know. I'm fucked up a little bit, so is what it is.
I have a correction. This is like their official account. It's like a side official account, I guess, for just this music video. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Very interesting. But yeah, great track. This one's probably up there with my favorite right now. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but it's up there. It's very up there, yeah. But yeah, all right. Well, we obviously know that they moved on, and we're into the next era of the Rose. We're good. We've made it past the bad season.
What's the next song?
The next song is Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, this is an interesting one. So this was not on any particular album. I think this got released as a single, and it was really just like proof that they're back. It's another kind of fan song because they're the Rose, and Beauty and the Beast has a rose in it.
Crazy.
So on theme. Yeah.
All right, Beauty and the Beast. Let's give it a listen.
잊어질 수 없던 너와 나의 사랑 이야기 Like beauty and the beast 사람들의 시선 우릴 보며 고개를 흔들어 Cause I'm the beast but you are the Your beauty
All right, that was the Rose, Beauty and the Beast. Very cool.
This is a good one.
Mm.
I had a little trouble, I think, trying to follow what was exactly was happening in the music video. I'm sure there is more context with lyrics or maybe
Sure.
stuff I'm missing. Was the one scene supposed to be like a Pinocchio reference or something?
Oh,
For
maybe.
sure. I would say so. Yeah, that seems pretty on the nose.
I just figured with the song being having like the Beauty and
Yeah.
the Beast motif, maybe there would be some, and it just reminded me of it. I thought it was a really nice, well shot video.
Agreed.
But really the
Beautiful.
song, to me, Woo-sung's vocals were really great in this. This is, I think, the best example I've have of his vocals, like him utilizing like the perfect amount of his vibrato and like his airy vocals, but also having like a really emotional. I'm trying to think of like the right descriptive
Delivery?
to how his delivery was. It almost had like an anguish
Oh.
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
vibe and into how his vocals were delivered in some parts, especially at the end where he's kind of like wailing. Um, I don't think I'll be able to nail exactly what I mean, but Wu Sung's vocals in this song were like perfect for me. I think this is the ideal example of him utilizing his vocal uniqueness and styling to full extent. The song is really nice. I mean, it is also it's a more ballad-ish kind of slower vibe.
Yeah.
Not it's definitely not in that same like funk kind of vibe that they've done with some of their older stuff. So I'm noticing there's kind of two sides we're playing with a lot of the releases. You have we've talked about it already. You have this sort of emotional, slower ballad, not in the traditional sense of like a piano ballad, but ballad rock style music. And then they're fun, funk, funk
More
pop,
lighthearted. Yeah.
disco-y kind of,
Mhm.
yeah. Um, it's cool that I think they do both really well, and it's
Yeah.
cool that both of them are very forward. Like they're for title tracks, they're flipping
Oh,
back
yeah.
and forth between the kind of styles because sometimes with a group like this, you might expect them to all their title tracks are the fun songs and the B-sides is where you get the emotional ones. But
Mm.
for them, they're kind of delivering very polar opposite vibes with their front foot. So I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Therese, you want to go next?
Sure, I can. Oh my gosh, Hannah's here. Yes, Hannah, I should have changed my name to The Rose because we're only one letter apart.
Wow.
Here, I'll change it for you.
Hi. Hi, Hannah. Yeah, go ahead.
Woo!
I was worried that the chat was so quiet today. Maybe they just jam into The Rose. They have nothing else to
Yeah,
say.
there you go.
Um,
Asking you shall receive.
yeah, really. So, yeah, this is a really good one for me. This is like everything I was hoping for. It was a very hopeful song.
Yeah.
And
Especially after the Black Rose. That was.
yeah.
I think
Yeah, that was
I needed that.
that was a big downer and this is a big upper. And
Yeah.
it's definitely the most beautiful music video they've ever made.
Oh.
That's for sure.
Looked expensive.
It's also, yeah, it's also quite romantic. And it's interesting because I would think that it was one of the concerts they were talking about, like, well, the purpose of the song was, you know, it was meant to be like us. We were the rose. We were in this glass cage, and we finally broken free. And you guys, we were able to reunite with you guys. I'm like, yep, that's that's essentially what happened. And I think you can really tell that this was like completely done by them. This is a full Rose production. I even asked in like one of their Q&A sessions, I'm like, is there anyone else in the industry you want to shout out that helped you? And they were like, us, just us. So they
Wow.
they're doing it they're doing it well.
They are doing it well. Yeah.
And they're proud of it. Props to
Well
them.
deserved. Yeah. Well
Yeah.
deserved. Yeah.
So they they outdid themselves. I think I especially enjoy that they're so consistent in their
Yeah.
sound and the music they make. Like even though they have these different sides to them and they try different things, they're always still the Rose. So
I
I love
wouldn't
it.
disagree with that. Yeah.
Oh, also, when I went to the concert with my friends and they were able to hold barricade for me, one of my friends dressed as Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She had a
Wow.
full-on yellow ball gown, and she had something going on with her hair, but she, camped to get barricade. So I tried to be her fairy godmother and fix it up a little, but because we had the VIP, so we were going to beat them later, and they love the dress, of course.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's in any of the fan videos. I think either there's a copyright problem that they couldn't
Maybe.
show it,
Yeah.
or
That's a
they
possibility.
just didn't get good footage from the stop we were at. But I thought it was cute that she did that for them.
Yeah. It could fly under the IP.
Yeah, I don't
issue.
know. I'm not gonna mess with Disney lawyers. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna make them
yeah.
do that.
I really enjoyed the song a lot. I love the again, as I mentioned before, I like their emotional, more grandiose sorts of songs, and I feel like this one is one that sticks out to me a lot. I more specifically really enjoyed. Hopefully I don't butcher their names. Hanjun and Jaeyeon. Is that?
Yeah, Hajun and Jaehyung.
Yeah.
Hajun is the drummer, and
Correct.
Jaehyung is the bassist.
Yeah, so they had some vocal parts which I really loved. They accented Woo-sung and Do-jun super well in this track. I think arguably more than some of the other songs that have been released. It almost feel like they were equally as much of a kind of focal point in this song, which I really loved. And all of their harmonies were really great, especially in that last chorus. I think that's really where all of them did a great bit of shining. So I love that. But yeah, I like the emotiveness of this. I also really agree with what Alex said about the vibrato of Woo-sung. I think he really kind of conveyed this sort of anguish and and this almost deep sadness of the song, and I think it kind of carries that sort of that sort of, I want to say darker tone, but it kind of carries that sort of really heartfelt nature of how his vocals are, and I like that his emotions kind of affect the way that his vocals sound in that way, where I feel like in most cases I'd be I wouldn't want that, but I think just the way that he kind of delivers his vocals, it's you almost want to have him feel those types of emotions so he can kind of give a little bit of a better delivery. So I think to me that was what really stood out, but I'd also say again the music video is shot really well, and I think it gives you that sort of emotional flavor along with just with the song being beautiful as well too. So to me this was kind of an all-encompassing thing, had really great moments throughout, and I think it does a great job of highlighting all the members of the Rose, where I felt maybe in previous songs I was oh yeah, I could.
Yeah, it was very much Woo-sung Do-jun show.
Sure, yeah, and that's not a bad thing. I love that. But I think this was truly where I was okay, they got it. They're really
and
doing something different.
They're gonna feature more prominently as it goes on. So look out for that.
Very sick. Also, Hana, thank you for giving us a follow. Much love. Very, very sick.
Thanks, Hana.
Hopefully you'll join us for another one. I know you're not the biggest K-pop stan, so we're gonna...
love you too.
All right.
Unless you're talking to Brandon and Alex, that makes sense.
Hey, yeah.
She said K-pop is poo.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. We don't need... No. Why'd you
Hana's
read
a resident hater.
No, we can't. No, we can't. Oh, no. This is not good. This is not good. We need to abort this. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next one, which is childhood. So very...
Oh, she changed her mind after listening to The Rose.
No, I think she's saying change my mind. I think she's asked. We're trying
Oh,
to
okay. Well, this is
influencers.
it. This is actually one of my favorite Rose songs. So maybe this is the one. I think you watch. Hana's my real life friend. For anyone who doesn't know, I constantly try to get her into K-pop, and it's almost a joke how much she like doesn't like K-pop. She still likes some of it. She likes BB. So that's all you gotta say.
Based.
Yeah.
Good taste.
And
So
I'm
yeah,
the I'm
now
the resident guinea pig. So this is
and Hana loves guinea pigs. Look, we're full circle. So yeah, this next song is Childhood and it's from their album Heal.
oh nice.
This is a very interesting album concept because around this time they finally came back. They have Beauty and the Beast. They're out of their company. They're in Woo-sung's company now.
Mm.
And they actually opened an official Discord where the members each have their own channels. They're all in the Discord. It's not to the it's done differently from a typical server. There's been other like famous people Discords that they've been trying through a Discord team, but this is the first, I think, K-pop Discord that they started, or K-pop adjacent, and they were overwhelmed by the number of people that
sure.
joined.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes sense.
Obviously, like I was there on launch day. I was like, "Let's go! I'm here for
She
the
was
rose.
ready,
I'm ready
in
for
line."
everything." And it was chaotic to say the least. Like there was a slow down. What's it called? Slow posting. Like you can't post.
Yeah, slow mode.
Yeah. Slow mo.
Yeah, slow mode.
Yeah.
But it was still going like 1,000 miles a second. It was the same problem when Woo-sung tried to open up a Twitch for the Rose. It was almost impossible to get in there, but he tried sorting
Really
that
hard.
out. They haven't used it since, I believe.
Makes
I think
sense.
it was just like trying out different platforms for their fans. But the Discord is still around. I'm still in it. Hello, if you're joined from there. I let them know that we were streaming tonight, and
Hello.
yeah, this album was an interesting concept because since they had this access to their fans, like direct access, like they can comment on your comments in Discord.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They can react to whatever you say. Like it's direct, a lot more direct than any other platform that they had before. And they decided they wanted to do an album that was about healing, and they felt like they were healing after they finished their military service, and they're finally able to make music together again. And some of them came in with songs that they had written. Jaehyung, the bassist, he had one that he was really attached to. So they ended up going to his hometown and seeing where he grew up, like learning a lot more about him and where he came from with that song.
Oh.
But they were like, since we were able to heal through his story, we want to be able to heal through our fans' stories. So they encourage the fans to write stories to them and tell them about like anything they dealt with and how they got over it. So like I sent in a story, of course. I was like, I didn't understand how to help my friend when she was grieving, and I realized the only thing that I could do to help her was like be there, just be there. And so they got a bunch of these stories, and then they took like 2 people that they were inspired by, and they actually met those fans in person, and they had a camera crew come out and talk to them about their story.
Oh,
and they used those stories that they picked to write their songs. So they had like melodies figured out. They had like a couple things already written that they were either altering the lyrics to, but they wanted to meet the fans. And I think they met one fan in Korea who was a tattoo artist. Woo-sung actually got a tattoo from her.
That's sick.
And
Nice.
yeah, and the other fan, I'm not sure where she was based, but she spoke English. So yeah, this is all part of their Heal project. It's on YouTube. It's open for anyone to watch. And the entire album is gorgeous. It's exactly what you would expect from them because they're into their deep feels already. And it's just about like sharing stories that'll help people heal.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
Big moves. All right. Get into childhood then.
Can I ask a question to Therese about the Discord. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate like them having the involvement in the Discord. That's really
Yeah.
cool. It's obviously seen at a similar. I've seen other groups and bands do similar things with Discords, usually on a much smaller level. It's more like the much smaller groups,
Mhm.
and a lot of them aren't so directly involved. Does it ever come across as like a double-edged sword, or are there like problems with it being like such?
I mean, the massiveness is the problem. Like they had to really turn on slow mode of like one post per hour. But
Okay.
Wow.
I know like I posted today without an issue. Granted, they aren't doing any major promotions right now. But yeah, it's only an issue when the fans are too overzealous, I guess. But even then, like they have lots of mods touring, of course, and they're trying and they encourage the other fans to report like suspicious behavior. They have an auto post every 12 hours to be like, report suspicious behavior. How are you doing? Are you staying hydrated? Are you skipping meals? Like take a
Wow.
break. So they're really like trying to promote a healthy online environment. And I
That's good
think
though.
thankfully the fandom already is pretty healthy. I think that's common of K bands in particular. But
Pogs.
yeah, the only other issues they might run into is if one of the members accidentally leaks something. But this is not a company that cares that much, so it's okay if they leak. They're the CEOs in this case.
Cool. I was just wondering.
No, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like
I
that.
honestly, I haven't been as much of that very. I haven't been that involved in the Discord. The primary reason I used it was to find people to go to the concerts with, and that ended up great. I ended up like someone offered their home for me to stay in,
Oh.
and like that's how we all ended up like meeting up for Barricade. It was awesome, awesome experience. So there are good people out there, but still be safe and
Yeah.
make sure
Agreed.
you're checking them out.
Yeah. That was
Sweet.
that's awesome. Well, yeah, best of luck if you did join us from Discord. Much love to you as well. But yeah, let's get into childhood then.
We should have lyrics now or captions.
It's on.
Okay, good.
Staying up late at night, imagining all kinds of settings, dreaming about my life. Everything seems so possible then. Now I don't even dream. Sick of feeling low again. Saying that I'm the one, thinking the world revolved around me, hoping for someone to come and save me from this story. Now I don't even need. Sick of waiting on my dream. Don't forget when you're a child. 시간이 흘러도 let it stay in your mind. Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years, ready for you to waste your time on regrets. Don't you ever, you'll never. 잊고 살지 마. 네 머릿속에 있던 꿈들 더 되묻지 마. 세상이 너를 더럽혀도 빼앗 느끼지만 그 맑고 순수했던 동심을 Don't forget when you're a child 시간이 흘러도 Let it stay in your mind Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years Ready for you to waste your time on regrets Don't you ever, you will never know Should've never gave it up Should've never said I can't Judging me for who I am Should've never listened, no Should've followed my own dreams It's better late than never, Don't forget when you're a child 시간이 흘러도 Let it stay in your mind Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years Ready for you to waste your time on regrets Don't you ever, you will never
All right. That was Childhood
Wow.
from The Rose.
Wow.
What a song. I guess I'll go
Wow.
first. I like this. I like the very like almost stripped back nature of this track. I think it allows you to really kind of hone in on Woo-sung and Jo-jun super well. And one thing I thought was very interesting was the way that Jo-jun's like Korean, the way that he sings in Korean, like the way that the vocal notes are hit or like different comparatively to Woo-sung and the way that he sings in English, which I thought was good. It's interesting how the phrasing kind of works out on that. I think it really gives like a unique kind of styling to this track that I really appreciate. As well as that, I think like I appreciate the fact that it's pretty a bare bones track. Like I think it's more about like the mood. I think the music video does a great way of conveying that sort of art as well too. I don't know if there's any meaning behind the way they kind of put this music video together, but I like the kind of like oil painting kind of aesthetic, and then just obviously kind of intermingling with like their actual music video portion of it. I think
Yeah, it's really cool.
it was very interesting, and I think they both kind of feed off of each other in that way. So I love that aspect of it, but I like kind of how clear and crisp Woo-sung's voice is, like especially like the way they almost like does like a vocal like yodel a little bit. Like it's weird how he kind of stretches his vocals.
Oh, yeah.
Like in that like in the chorus more specifically, or maybe pre-chorus. I thought that was very interesting. But yeah, overall this is like pretty stripped back, but I think it conveys a lot of emotion and it commands a lot. So I love that. Great track.
Yeah. My first thing I guess to talk about is the art and like the editing that was done for the video itself is really cool. I don't know the first thing about video editing or doing that kind of stuff, so I don't know what goes into that. It looked like a lot of work,
Oh, it
Um,
was. I'm sure. Can be
whoever
guaranteed.
whoever
Yeah.
took on the task of taking like these really artistic shots and pretty much turning them into what looks like oil paintings or like
Mhm.
watercolor art. I thought that was really cool. That's just something I haven't seen before, or at least in this context haven't seen. Um, on the for the song itself, I agree with what Brandon said. It's very like singer songwriter vibes.
Yeah.
Um, it could sound like it's just a dude or two dudes like sitting in a open mic kind of
Yeah.
doing this, which I think is a really cool vibe. It makes it feel maybe a little more personal or a little more like uh, rooted.
Yeah.
If that's
Agreed.
like a
Mm.
maybe a way to describe it. There's a lot of really nice vocal harmonies, especially in like the second half or so of the song, when I think I was having trouble determining who it was in a couple parts just because they weren't really showing the
Right.
members singing. It was more of like shots. I think it was Woo-sung, but he had this very unique tone that I don't think I had heard from him really yet until the song. I would have to maybe like watch a performance or watch something to pick out which one of them it was. But yeah, the vocals in this overall are really really beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Therese?
I love this song. Mostly the messaging. It's just something I need to hear. Uh, they being the man, um, adults always tell kids not to squander their childhood. Like you're gonna grow up, and you shouldn't be in a rush to grow up because childhood is precious. And
Sure.
that's something that I always actually took to heart. So even like when I was graduating elementary school, graduating middle school, graduating high school, I was trying to hold on to my childish elements because I recognized that there's a certain level of creativity and a certain level of like zero fucks you give as a child,
Sure. Yeah.
without a better word. Like you can see everything so much more black and white. And you feel like you already know what's good and what's bad without knowing any of the context behind them. And there's something very precious about that. And when you figure out like what your childhood self is trying to tell you, um, it helps make decisions to make you who you are as a like adult, as a functioning human being in society. So, yeah, very strong messaging, very interesting music video. It was a little scary that everyone was naked. I was like, what is this supposed to be?
I didn't want to point
But
out the
as
obvious, but yeah, that
yeah,
was fun.
because like K-pop stands. You've seen the worst of them. But no, this is like exactly what it was meant to be. Like you're naked when you're born, so why not be naked as in a music video about childhood? So
That's fair.
just
Yeah.
pure, and it's like also like thematically stripped back instrumentation, stripped back vocals, and just pure.
Yeah.
So I really like it. Hana said midsummer vibes. I I guess if there was a bear, maybe, but there wasn't a bear,
There was a
so
no bear. Yeah. Um, I will say I was borderline a little scared only because I didn't want to get like banned on YouTube, but I think we're fine. So I'm
we're fine. We're
gonna
fine.
we're fine,
Yeah.
They released this music video, so I'm good. So that's all that matters. But I'll give a shout outs to it looks like their VFX artists were Jenny Yang and Logan Seaman, and then their colorist was Sean Henderson. So big salutes to you guys. Did awesome.
Very cool work.
So very cool work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw that and I was like, I might as well give him a shout. But yeah, this is great. If the rest of the album is kind of in the same vein, then I'll probably really enjoy this album a ton.
This is definitely the most stripped back song, but
Like
we'll get into
vibes.
the next
Yeah.
song.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
next song is the official title track. This was like a pre-release
Sour.
called Sour.
All right. Let's get into the sour. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
Sour.
sour candy in your mouth. Thought I was sweet, but then you spit me out. I was so down to call you my crown. Then you fell out, and now I'll never know how sweet you taste. I let you go and slip away. I know it hurts, but it's the truth. My heart's so sour without you.
Oh.
When the teardrops touch my mouth, it tastes the bitterness like you. Got me speechless and it stung my tongue. I'll never get over you. Every day I wonder what you're like when you touch my lips. I'll never know how sweet you taste. I let you go and slip away. I know it hurts, but it's the truth. My heart's so sour without you. So sour without you. I'll never know how sweet you taste. I'll let you go and slip away. I know it hurts, but it's the truth. My heart's so sour without you.
All right. That was the Rose Sour.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is good.
But they weren't on a beach.
They're close. They're close enough.
Close
Look,
enough,
the water's right
yeah.
behind them.
Water's right there, yeah.
No, this is great. I liked the first of all English. Cool, easy to follow for me.
Yeah.
I liked the lyrical motif of like sour candy. Where like I guess their lyrical thing they were going with is like bitter or sour, and you know, I guess not getting like the sweet that comes after the sour. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's sour than sweet.
Yeah,
But it never got sweet.
yeah, exactly.
That's true.
So that's cool. That was like a fun little motif that I think worked well for like the vibe of the song. No, I mean instrumentally, this is, I don't know. I guess this sits more on their like ballad rock side more
Yeah.
than their like
Wouldn't disagree.
poppier stuff for sure. But what I liked about it was that we got vocals from everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and they all sounded great. Particularly the drums in this stood out to me a little bit. I just thought
Oh.
the drums were very appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think with a band like this, there's always the rhythm is always carried hard by the drummer, right? It's always gonna like set the mood, set the tone, set like the pace. And then I think for a group like this where their vibe changes so much with a lot of their different releases, that the drums are like a big
Factor.
mood setter, or the
Yeah.
drums are like a big like pace setter. Obviously, drums set the pace for a band in general, but for a song like this where they can kind of just like ride in the back sort of and set like just like a slow, consistent, nice beat, and he had like a bunch of just really simple, clean fills in there. I don't know.
Great.
I don't know why I was just into watching him the whole time. What is the drummer's name again?
It's Hajun.
Hajun. Yeah, it was cool. I appreciated him in this song a lot.
He's pretty fun to watch. I think any drummer is fun to watch.
Yeah, drummers are always
Drummers
fun to
are
watch.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex can say that as being a bass player, so you know.
Yeah, drummers are my best friends.
Drummers are your best friends, yeah. Therese, you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
Yeah, I don't have much to say. This is classic The Rose. Great stuff. Hard hitting lyrics and instrumentals, and I do very much like the rhythmically driven aspect that made it a little bit of a different song for me because I'm so used to their melodies driving. And I will say this isn't my favorite music video. I think the color shifting was a little bit intense.
Yeah, color shifting.
Wow.
The color
I like
grading.
it.
Yeah.
I well, that's just me. I'm also not like a nature person. So like
Yeah.
drone shots don't
Hates
do
nature.
much.
Oof.
I just like the one tree outside my window. You know?
You didn't like the one tree in their music video? Yeah. The one tree in the
Well,
middle?
I like anything that's closer to like a live performance, and this is
Okay.
very much like pretend to play while we fly around really fast, or like they're playing a different part of the song while they're showing, like
The drum shots. Okay.
what they're showing is not what they're playing.
That's fair.
But it's still a beautiful location. There is this like Joshua tree or something. So yeah, I definitely like Childhood as a music video more, but
Fair enough.
Sour was one of my most streamed songs that year because it's so catchy, so
Yeah.
fun. I never considered it like a ballad because it was, you know, I don't know. It feels more poppy to me.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
like
I'm just so
anthemic.
used
It's very
to
like
the
anthemic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so used to the sad boy energy. I was like, well, there's no sad boy energy. Well, there is like
There's a
10%
little-
sad boy energy.
Yeah. There's a, yeah.
But I do typically like their dancey stuff a lot because I like dancey music.
That's fair. Yeah. I love this song. This one was great. I think I don't know if Therese had any foreknowledge on what songs she feels like I was going to love out of this playlist, but I feel like this was one, if she didn't pick as being one of my favorites, then this is absolutely one of my favorites. I like that really cool at the beginning of the song. There was this like cool, like delayed guitar part. I thought that was really interesting, and it was something that just drew me in immediately. And then the way that the drums are kind of a straight beat throughout that like first part of the verse really kind of stuck out to me a lot. So I love that. I also love the chorus. It's really like bombastic and has this like really great like anthemic feel to it that like encapsulates the energy of the song. But I think this was just kind of like a really cool masterclass in like great vocal harmony structure, because there was some really great vocal melodies going on in this track that I really just was just trying to pick out every little detail I possibly could from this song, because I liked it a lot. It kind of gives me a little bit of like one of my favorite bands is the band Camino. It kind of gives me a little bit of like band Camino type vibes, which I'm like about. They're like one of my favorite groups, so definitely resonated with this song more instrumentally. But yeah, this was awesome. The drone shots were a little much, but I like respect it because it's kind of like a performative sort of music video. So I understand that. But But yeah, overall, this is a great track. I think I'm really excited to listen to this album specifically. I think I liked both of these songs, and I think I'm gonna have to delve. I'm gonna dive deep into this album because I can already tell I'm gonna probably love this album, and then have to
This is a really good one.
pay $300 to buy it on Discogs or something like that. So
No, this one's a lot more readily available.
okay, cool. Thank God.
Definitely their older stuff, like the Void album, which you should definitely check out. Don't try to buy that. Yeah, I tried looking for that album in 2019 and I couldn't find it. So that's whew.
While I was telling Therese, I was looking up some of their vinyl because she was surprised that they released stuff on vinyl. And I looked on Discogs, and I'll have to pull up the listing, but it was like the last one sold in January 10th of this year, and someone sold it for like $250 plus. And I was like, oh God. I'm like, I would do it, but I wouldn't do it, you know?
Yeah.
Shouldn't do it.
There's definitely a couple of like, there's an intro and outro song on this album. Not imperative to the album, in my opinion, because it's just like a minute of instrumentals.
Gives you the feeling, yeah.
And it uses a lot of like sampled sounds, but I think the mixing could use a little bit more work, personally.
Ooh, okay.
It's not a read. It's just like in my tastes. You can only hear the same bird chirping track so many times. The songs that they worked on with the fan stories in mind were Definition of Ugly Is, which is like ugly duckling kind of
okay.
theme, and Shift, which are really good. My personal favorite song in here is Cure. It kind of might sound a bit like a church rock song.
Church,
like something you'd hear in Methodist band.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Yeah. Okay.
I really like it.
Okay.
It's also it encapsulates the theme of the album, Cure. Like love is the cure.
Love is the cure. Yeah.
And then they also have a song with James Reed. So good stuff. Very good album. Very good album.
All right.
Would recommend.
I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow at work. So stoked. I'm gonna go cry. On all of my paperwork. Anyway, the next song we have on here is Back to Me. Is this a part of their newest release, or we're not in that territory?
This is their newest release from the album Duel, which was dawn and dusk theme. So they have dawn songs and dusk songs, and Back to Me was a dusk song. No, dawn song, I believe. I don't truly know what the difference was between the two.
I was gonna ask if they released a dusk and a dawn. You know,
they had another behind the scenes show that they released on YouTube, and I just finished it like today because I had put it off, and now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the Rose stream. I have to watch these. So I don't remember what their criteria was, but some of these are dawn songs and some of these are dusk songs, and I believe this is a dawn song. Okay. It was a pre-release with Alive, which is a dusk song.
Okay.
Go watch their thing.
Are we going to be hearing a dawn and a dusk song?
I truly don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put the playlist together, Therese. You would know.
I did, but I still don't know what the difference between the dawn and the dusk songs are. I didn't get to go on this tour, even though they did come to Florida. I'm so sorry. It was on a Tuesday, and I had to work, and Miami is still 4 hours away. Florida is huge. Okay.
All right.
Florida problems.
Florida problems. Anyway, let's get into Back to Me.
I could make you mad, I could make you scream, I could make you cry, I could make you leave, I could make you hate me for everything, but I can't make you come back to
me. This is the one song I know.
Call me all day, but I never pick up. Instead of pulling took it all for granted. Head up in the clouds, yeah, I never understand it. I remember thinking I don't need you, but then time passed by and it's so untrue. Now I'm the rain over your parade, reason you're over me. Yeah, I always keep making the same mistakes. Maybe I never deserved you anyway. I could make you mad, I could make you scream, I could make you cry, I could make you leave, I could make you hate me for everything, but I can't make you come back to me. I could make a world out of broken dreams, I could
Interesting.
make you say things you don't mean, I can all make all we were made to be, but I can't make you come back to me. But I can't make you come back to me. Crawling all day, trying to make things right, just to fuck it all up when I see you tonight. Since you told me hit the road, I've been running on empty. If anything, I know it's how to ruin a happy ending. I remember when you still needed me. Don't know how I let it go so easily. Now I'm bound to your sunny days, reason you run away. Don't know how I keep making the same mistakes. Maybe I never deserved you anyway. I could make you mad, I could make you scream, I could make you cry, I could make you leave, I could make you hate me for everything, but I can't make you come back to me. I could make a world out of broken dreams, I could make you say things you don't mean, I can all make all we were made to be, but I can't make you come back to me. But I can't make you come back to me. I can all make all we were made to be, but I can't make you come back to me. I can make you mad, I can make you scream, I could make you cry, I could make you leave, I could make you hate me for everything, but I can't make you come back to me.
Wow, they're styling.
Whoa, they're so cool. Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, that was the
Oh,
Rose
it's like they have
backstage.
money now.
All right.
I'm so proud of them.
All right. I gotta say, this is my favorite song from them.
Woo!
Wow, interesting.
Like easily by far.
Okay, fair enough.
So this one, I didn't associate. I've heard this song. It's in one of my playlists, but I don't think I've ever like
Sat down and listened to
looked further. Yeah, I don't think I ever like. I recognized it immediately
it. Oh, okay.
from being in that playlist, but I don't think I've ever like gone and clicked on their profile and checked out more stuff or looked into like who it was really. I just remember. I don't even know if I remember knowing that it was a Korean group because it's all in English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I have to look on my Spotify and see what playlist it's in because it might not even be in like a K-pop playlist. It might just be
The
in like
Trojan
a
horse. Yeah.
like a rock playlist jam too.
Nice.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, I guess.
We're tricking the K-pop
Yeah.
stan.
Let's go.
No, this is really cool. It's like anthemic. It's very fun. It's
Yeah.
definitely on their poppy side for sure. Especially like that last chorus with that kick going. It's like very
Yeah.
fun. I can see this being like the concert banger where everyone's like all on their feet jumping.
And popping.
This is super fun. Yeah, everyone's jopping to the song.
Can't chop anymore. It's banned on TikTok.
Oh, damn it.
Shit.
Where else am I gonna do it now?
Scrap the platform.
No.
Uh, no, this is really fun. This is like
Yeah.
high energy. The video is good. I loved. My favorite part about this is the grit on
Oh.
Woosung's voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is like, all right, you've given me like soft, vibrato, like sultry, whispery vocals before. Now I get that like anthemic grit where it sounds
Mhm.
like his voice is breaking a little bit to yell, where it's sort of like it deviates from singing to more of like a shouting kind of yell, screaming kind of thing to it. I thought that was great. I think that just like elevates the vibes and elevates the energy that it brings to the song.
There's another song that he
Very.
does those kind of vocals for, and it's like an OST song for Strangers from Hell. But
Oh.
that's a very different vibe from like every other the Rose song. Very
Okay.
different, very different song. But
I will have to check
yeah,
it out
you got
after
it.
this.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
And if I'm thinking of like a comparison, so the first thing that I thought of, as to what this reminds me of musically, it reminds me of Kings of Leon if they had like an emo phase.
Oh,
Okay.
I get it.
Okay. I'll let you cook.
And I'm not gonna elaborate on that much because I can't, but that's where I put my foot down.
Okay.
Therese, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Hana said All American Rejects.
But make it
Which-
Korean. I don't think
Yeah.
she's too far off. I think she's cooking.
I mean,
She kinda
All American
cooking.
Rejects were my favorite band in middle school. Not gonna lie. I'm planning on going to see them this weekend.
Wow.
That's sick. Is it
I
with
freaking
who's
love
it
All
with?
American
Who is it with? Newfound Glory?
No, this is at Universal Studios.
Oh.
This
even
is a
better.
Mardi Gras concert.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Wait, all three things happening here.
Wait,
Don't
wait.
interject.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all-
yeah.
these
So,
don't check.
so, side note, Universal Studios has like Mardi Gras festival that goes on for like a month or two.
Jesus
and
Christ.
during this time, they have like all the typical Cajun food. They bring in a bunch of other like really interesting food. It's very food focused, like Epcot. And
Okay.
then they try to bring in extra people with concert lineup. They're always the strangest concert lineups. Last year it was like a TikTok festival with Jake and Willow and a few other people that people only knew like 2 or 3 songs from. This
Interesting.
year we've got All American Rejects, Queen Latifah, what was
What?
the other one?
Together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing collab.
Well, no, sorry. They're on separate nights.
Oh,
They
okay.
each have their own like night.
Oh,
And it's usually like an hour set.
man, I was waiting
but
for the
it's
Queen
just-
Latifah.
What's up, guys?
in the
Welcome to
cart.
Queen Latifah night.
Yeah, they've had TLC on. They've had Diana Ross. They get some out of pocket people. But yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, Pitbull every year.
Oh, that's
Dale.
worth going.
Yeah.
Dale.
I could go and like get in the crowd with like some people in Minions costumes to Pitbull.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Dale,
Accurate.
baby. Yeah.
With the thing 1 thing 2 shirts, yeah. No. Anyway, I totally get All American Rejects. I think Dojun specifically, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he is fluent in English.
Yes.
So his
I'm starting to pick that up from
Yeah.
his pronunciation.
yeah, he
Very good.
knows good English. And his vocals in this song were kind of punky.
Yeah,
I was surprised. I'm sure I've definitely heard him sing in English, but I'd never heard this. So I was like, whoa. It was like a TXT moment of like, I didn't know they could go this way.
My man is cooking. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because it's pretty different. I think this whole album is pretty experimental for them. They actually did bring in other people to help work on these songs. So this is not like fully written and produced by the Rose, but they did take a part in every song. Great. But yeah, I'm just blown away. I'm like, this is rock. this is like real. This is a rock band, real rock band from California.
Oh my god.
And not at all the sad boys that I'm so used to. I like it.
Yeah,
It's
I
definitely a
could
good switch up.
I could definitely see this like blowing up internationally.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
yeah.
made it on some playlist
mean-
of yours. We don't know how.
Yeah, you know what? While Brandon talks, I'm gonna look at
Okay.
and see where it is.
That's a good idea. Also, as a side note, since Hannah and Therese brought up the All American Rejects, I am seeing them at When We Were Young Fest. So if you do like that, come hang out, come say hello to me.
I really hope I can get in.
Oh, you're gonna go? Let me know. We'll have to
I'm
pull
gonna.
through.
Well, no, not that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about my thing. I'm still trying to get tickets.
Oh, do it up.
yeah.
All American Rejects are great. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
I was very, I don't know. This one took me by surprise. I think for me, I would be like Alex if this showed up randomly. Like if I didn't watch the music video, if I didn't like do anything, I would have just thought this was like a rock song that just was like, oh, I don't know who this group is. Who's this group? You know, I've never heard this rock song before. So I think in that way, it's really impressive that they have this sort of like rock tonality to them, which I know they kind of have had throughout this entire deep dive, but I feel like this one is where they've really shown their like, no pun intended, but I do feel like it's shown their grit more. So I love that aspect of it. It's really catchy. It's fun. I don't know if it's necessarily my speed, but I thought it was a really well put together track.
Do you need it faster? We can make
not
it faster.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean more of a punk beat. I mean that'd be sick. No, I don't know. I like the song, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't hidden.
Oh.
That's just me.
Damn,
How
Yeah.
could it not?
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling this one. I like the one before this one though. This was great. Are you
Wow.
really shocked? Yeah, I loved Sour.
I'm
That was
very
great.
shocked. Yeah, I'm very shocked.
I can show a range. Or lack thereof. I don't know.
Wow.
One of the two.
Hajun's not hitting the drum hard enough.
Hajun's not.
He's hitting
No,
it
I'm
harder.
kidding. He's hitting it hard. But yeah, I don't know. So this was a solid song. That's
It
it.
definitely doesn't have the same like what's the word? I guess character that they have done.
Yeah.
Previously.
I think for me, the difference between this and maybe like Sour is like, I feel like this has an emotion in a different way. Like this is like more in your face, more like punchy. And while I do like that, I kind of like their more emotive, like more like vibier sort of stuff that I think kind of draws me more in than I feel like this one would. Like if I wanted to listen to like a pissed off like punk track, I could go listen to like a
that's
pissed
true.
off. You know what I mean? Like, and that's no offense to the Rose. I think they did a really great job with the track, but like to me, like I feel like they hit the vibe super well, and that's like kind of where, at least in my brain, I'm like, those things connect. This song is like, maybe I'll have to give it some more listens, and it's just gotta like smack into my brain some more, and then maybe I'll be good. You know. I shocked Alex. I think Alex is shooketh.
I'm a little flabbergasted.
Did you
That's
find
okay.
the playlist?
Yeah.
Oh,
did you find the
yeah,
playlist?
so-
Yeah.
It was in my New Year's party playlist for this past year.
So you must have heard it around New Year's and just
Yeah,
added
I
it
really
in.
don't know how or why it got in there or how I came across it, but yeah, it's just
Wait,
there.
what? How is it on your New Year's playlist when we listen to a bunch of emo music for New Year's?
This fits.
Wait, on our YouTube emo playlist that we had on the TV?
No, I had one on Spotify.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn. I was like, I didn't know the Rose is an emo band. That's crazy. Cooking.
You didn't pick that up?
No.
I mean,
they're
It's-
not like Silverstein,
most-
all right? You know, like, you know. Never mind. It was a went way over everyone's head, but it's all right. We're here. But yeah, back to me. Very interesting. I'm curious to listen to the next one, which would be.
You know what time it is, everybody.
You're beautiful.
In the comments section, all my Back to Me supporters, rise up. Even in the comments, Back to Me Army.
What the hell's wrong with you, man?
I'll hear you out. Brandon might not like it, but I'm with you.
I didn't
Let
say
your
I didn't
voice
like
be
it.
heard.
I didn't say
Let
I
your
didn't like.
voice
Now
be
you're putting
heard.
words in my mouth. I don't like that. I didn't say that. Oh my god. Anyway,
If this is your number one track for the Rose, this is the army we need.
Yeah, rise up.
Wow.
The good boy gone bad army came in troves.
I'd love this song.
I feel like you just do
That's all.
this.
Thank
I
you.
feel like you just do this to spark controversy in our comments.
No.
Yeah, I
I
think
do it because I
You're-
usually
you
end up
egg
with
it.
very unpopular opinions here.
Well, then I should be the
And
one saying
I
it. Then.
want-
Don't show up. Then that's it. Don't show up to the comments. Then
No, you're
because I am
alienating the people
honor-
that don't have the popular song choices.
I think you're just mad because the one time I'm the one that has the unpopular opinion and I haven't said shit. So I'm just saying.
I feel
You're
like
in
we
the
all have
popularity.
unpopular opinions
Yeah.
at some point.
Everyone's got some hot takes. Just that apparently.
Back to me, enjoyers. Brandon is trying to silence you. Do not let him silence you. Speak up.
Wow, this is rough. I'll come
Anna
downstairs.
said,
Alex.
fight, kiss, kiss, kiss.
I'll come downstairs and knock on that door. Anyway, this is You're Beautiful, which is totally not how Alex and I are feeling about each other. So let's get into it.
It's nothing personal.
Only a little.
Gotta add a little drama.
Little spice, yeah.
I got you, you got me, nothing in the way. There's something special, what you do to me. Already got to me now, taking my sanity, oh, so slowly. There's no words, no filter, no anything. Just capture the essence of everything. Not looking at stars for answers. Nothing could shine as bright as you. You're the only. Beauty's just a state of mind. You don't even have to try. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You're beautiful, I'll tell you why. I love the way that you're designed. Love the way we intertwine. Still don't need a reason why. You're beautiful and now you're mine. And now that I'm with you, another day to show you and hold you in every way. How did you get to me now? Taking my sanity, oh, so slowly. No, there ain't no other, no, there ain't no other but you. No, there ain't no other, no, there ain't no other but you. No, there ain't no other, no, there ain't no other but you. I know you're the reason why. Beauty's just a state of mind. You don't even have to try. Don't let them tell you otherwise. to find. You're beautiful, I'll tell you why.
All right. That was The Rose. You're beautiful. How are we feeling on
One
this
Direction could never.
one?
James Blunt could never.
Oh,
This one was nice. Definitely we switched the vibes once again,
we did.
for sure. I guess in this one I wasn't expecting the drums to come in because they came in so late into the song.
Mhm.
And then if there were drums that were going to come in, it definitely wasn't that drum beat and those specific like drum sounds. I thought that was interesting. I'm a little undecided right now because it's so fresh. If that's like a positive or a negative for me in the song, I can't decide whether it makes me like it more or like it less. Because it definitely changes the mood of the song and changes like the flow of it. Because I was really enjoying just like the soft instrumentals
Mhm.
for the beginning of the song, but the drum beat was nice. I just haven't really weighed if it shifts it positively or negative yet. But the video was nice. The video was fun. I don't have too much to comment on it. It's kind of just like a lot of like B-roll or a lot of just nice
Just
shots.
hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruising.
Yeah, I don't have really too much to say other than the instrumental and drum things on this one. I like it, but it's maybe like middle of the road if I was like ranking their discography for me.
It's fair.
Fair enough. Yeah. I guess
I'll be honest.
Oh, go ahead, Therese. Go. Shoot.
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
Speak your
I'll be
truth.
honest.
Speak your truth.
Yeah. When I first heard this, it didn't hit. And I was just listening to Back to Me and Alive over and over. And I wouldn't really touch the song much until the full album came out. And then even then, it was just a stop on the album and I'd keep going. It's at the very beginning, so it's an easy stop. But it hits a lot more now. And I don't know if it's just because I wasn't in the mood. At the time, I was way in the mood for Back to Me and like jamming out. And now I'm like, I get a little tingle at the top of my spine with just like the little ooh and the little just the little things. And then when the drums came in, I was like, yeah, this is a song. This is like the lyrics are repetitive, but it's more of like a mantra, right? So I appreciated that, even if it seems like one note, but it's not. It's very. It definitely sets like their stage for them specifically. So I appreciate it a lot more now. I'm gonna listen to it more now.
I think I'm going to be in the inverse camp, and I really love this song. I
Aw.
think this one is really nice. I would say the standout person in this song to me is Dojun. I think I really loved his styling in this song specifically. I think he added this sort of like he added this really nice like charisma to the track that I think really kind of honed me in a little bit more. It kind of gave me like a little bit of light jazz, little vibes
yeah.
in there. So it kind of gave me that sort of feel in terms of like styling for the song, which if anyone is familiar with what I do, I'm a huge jazz fan. I love jazz. So for me, this is kind of in my wheelhouse. I would say this is probably at least closest song to me. I love Wave to Earth, and that kind of gives me that Wave to Earth vibe. So I feel like that would fit perfectly on that playlist. So to me, this was a great track. And I think it's no pun intended, but I think it's a beautiful track in its simplicity. And I think that's why, to me at least, I enjoyed kind of like their more like glassy, kind of airy sort of vocals and the way they kind of went about this. And I do like the contrast now because I think Therese, you mentioned this is like a dusk and a day sort of thing. So I'm curious if maybe the dusk is more like rock, a little bit more on the edgier side, and the dawn's like a little bit more like jazzy, kind of like more floral, if that makes sense. Like,
Interesting, because I thought it was the opposite. I thought that like, Back to Me would get me up in the morning, and then this would help me go to sleep, you know? Like this is
interesting.
very much a
Okay.
sunset song. Whereas Back to Me would be more like on the morning drive.
Interesting. The only reason why I would think what I thought is because the music video for Back to Me is like more at night. So that's why I was kind of
Yeah, it
thinking
is.
it more.
Yeah.
I was thinking more that might be more. Anybody can, if anybody
Yeah,
is
someone
a
tell us.
fan of the Rose and knows the details behind this, let me know in the comments. But I would love to know because I'm curious. If I'm wrong, I will fully own up to it. But yeah, no, this is a great track. I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna have to listen to whatever album this is, whether it's Dusk or Dawn. You have to let me know because I'll go listen.
It's
to
called Duel.
Well,
So,
I know. Whatever
none of those,
part,
but it has
whatever
a song called
shit's
Dawn and a
Dawn
song
or
called
Dusk, I'm gonna
Dusk.
listen to it. Whatever shit's like this, I'm gonna listen to it. Okay. I have the inverse opinions of Alex tonight.
Actually, yeah.
So.
No, I think you're right now because I'm looking and it goes. The track list is Dawn and then You're Beautiful. So this is obviously a Dawn because it's right next to Dawn, right? And then something Naja's Back to Me, and then it goes Lifeline and Dusk, and then maybe everything after Dusk is a Dusk song. Anyway,
Let us know in the comments. But we're gonna get into our last one here, which is gonna be Wonder.
yeah.
Bye,
This
bye
is,
Hannah. Sorry we let you down.
Bye, Hannah.
Next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
She said, I still don't like K-pop. That's okay. We have so many years to try and add to the many years I've already been trying.
Oh my god. You're lucky I'm so like, free flowing here, I'm just allowing K-pop.
you're like so open to K-pop in comparison.
I am, yeah. Sorry, Hannah.
She'll at
maybe
least listen to it all.
Maybe
That's
you'll
all
get-
you need.
Yeah, maybe you'll get there one day. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Wonder, this is their Venn diagram project video. They also have a official music video, but I chose this one because I saw it first. It was the first uploaded. I didn't see it first, like I was the first one. No. It was the first one that was uploaded. And it's meant to be around like songs for good, So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's get into Wonder.
What if we were all the same? Is there point of all the names? Everything picture different frames. I wonder. What if we solely say the truth? Will all our lives be so much smooth? Perhaps a better world ensues. I wonder. Do you think there's still a chance? May the people sing and dance. Who is here to lead the way? Or who wants to rushing to nowhere? We light up the torch of praise, begging to uncover all the things under the halo. I wonder. What if we were all the same? What's the point of all the names? Everyone's captured in the game. I wonder, what if we solely say the truth? Will all our lives be so much smooth? Perhaps a better world's in bloom. I wonder, do you think there's still a chance? May the people sing and dance. Who is here to lead the way, or who wants to rush into nowhere? We light up the torch and flame, begging to uncover all the things under the halo. Oh, I wonder.
All right, guys. That was Wonder
Damn.
from
That
the
was wholesome.
Rose. That was nice. I like that.
Sweet.
Okay, I have a couple comments. Interesting that they split the song in half, vocal wise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
It
was
was a lot. There was no back and forth. I mean, it seems like they all did vocals, but it was primarily just cut down the center, vocally. I thought it was pretty cool. I couldn't tell you which vocalist I preferred more in this because they definitely brought very different like flavors
Yeah.
to the song. I will say one comment. Let Woo-sung ditch the guitar more often, man. It looks like he's having a blast.
Oh boy. Oh
Um,
boy.
with just a
Oh, boy.
microphone. Like he looks like a great front man when you let him loose like that. That was really fun to watch.
I've seen so many live Wusung performances. Dude is like, he's got that thing, you know, the stage thing.
He's got the Gerard Way thing.
Yeah, he does have the
Yes.
Gerard Way thing. Yeah, he's got charisma.
Every
Yeah.
time, because it happens a lot. He puts the guitar down, and either like Jaehyung will take out guitar, or Dojun's playing guitar, and his stage presence is so mesmerizing. You know, he's a very good frontman for a good reason, and he has
Yeah.
an excellent solo discography that you should definitely check out.
I probably will after this. I really
Yeah.
enjoy. I mean, I enjoyed everything. I think that they've done that we've watched, but Woo-sung's voice and Woo-sung in particular, I think sticks out, and I'm sure that's why he's had like a successful solo thing. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. The one thing that I didn't like about the song was the mixing.
Yeah.
Which
That's
I won't really like dive too deep into the nitty gritty or anything. I just thought the guitar sounded really muddy. And that's okay. That's not the end of the world, but just a little. If I could fix one thing in the song,
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I'll comment on that because this is one of the songs that they did completely on their own. And I think it shows. And I think it showed in their last album too, because you know, they're entirely on their own. They're doing everything themselves, and they don't have all of the, you know, bells and whistles that big companies do. So I totally get it. Like if their mixing isn't perfect, it's fine because they have the sound that can back it up. And yeah, that's what I meant with like the intro and outro songs on their last album. They were mixed by them. So like I understand that they wanted to have intro and outro songs, but I would prefer to have a more like high level quality that I'm used to
Streamlined.
hearing that we're
Yeah.
spoiled with.
Well, I think for me,
Yeah.
it's not really necessarily the bad mix or like an instrument having a certain type of mix that I don't like. It's sort of a consistency thing with me. Whereas like if this is on the same album as the other two songs we just listened
Yeah.
to, right?
Wow.
For me, that it would stick out because it's not mixed like the others.
Right.
Where I think
Which is
like the
why, yeah, that's why I mean, like, might be more of an experimental album because they worked with
yeah,
a lot of different people and
'cause
it's a lot of different songs.
right. So I guess what I mean by that is like this song, the mixing wouldn't have bothered me if all the
Right.
songs had that mixing uh issue with the guitar. Because then it would just be
Exactly.
like,
And
oh,
that's
okay, you know,
why,
that's
yeah, that's
fine.
why the previous album to this one is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Even though it was fully mixed by them, like, they're all the same and they all sound like the Rose. Like, regardless of their mixing talent, like, it's a whole process. I get
Well,
it.
yeah, the
I think,
standard is
yeah,
having albums mixed and mastered by one person.
Mm.
right.
Like whether you write them and record them and engineer them yourself, typically you will get them mixed and mastered by the same person because you would never want to release an album with non-uniform sounding mixes on like a grander scheme. You know what I mean? If you're taking
Mhm.
like a Green Day album or something, or
Mm.
uh, I don't know, or a Blackpink album or something, like they're all going to be generally mixed and mastered by like one person at the
One
end just to
person,
get
yeah.
that uniform sound and getting all the levels the same and making sure they're the snare in this song isn't different from the snare in the other song or anything like that.
Yeah.
So not entirely a takeaway
Yeah,
or
it's
like
not an
a
issue. It's
yeah, it's
just,
not an issue at all. It's just
yeah.
something that I noticed,
Yeah.
but I like the song a lot.
Hmm.
And it also looks really fun for the people who got to go to this. I'm assuming
Yeah.
it seems like it was a really cool time. I like that they use seemingly,
Their
I guess they
footage.
told people to film and like have fun with it, and then I'm assuming they all sent their footage in. They picked and choose. It looked really cool. It looked like people were taking selfie videos and
Hmm.
all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff like mid show. So that was probably really fun. That looks like a cool experience.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go next. I like this song. It was very, very fun. I kind of pretty much retweet Alex essentially. I did think that I liked that they split up the vocal duties. I thought that was very fun. Um, and I feel like you can't help but like get in. Like I feel like I was fighting my urge to just do the like gang vocal parts with them, even though I didn't
Oh
know the
yeah.
song. Like, but you're like, man, like there's something really enticing about having that sort of like just really big like anthemic moment. Um, but yeah, I think it was a solid song. I was really surprised. I think the singles that we have listened to off this record have been really interesting. So I'm curious how varied they're gonna be in terms of like what else is on the album because obviously choosing these three pretty up there is all of them are unique in a different way. So I think it just shows off their ability as artists to kind of just do anything. So I do love that aspect of it, but yeah, I don't really have anything bad to take home about this. I think this was a really well put together song, and is this the last song on the album, Therese, or is it
Yeah.
where is it in the track? Okay, it's the
Yeah,
last
it's
song.
the last.
Okay. That's nice. It's a cool like end cap
Yeah,
to the record, I think.
it is.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my thoughts. Therese, what's yours?
I love the Rose. If you haven't figured it out,
Whoa! Oh my God, you love the Rose?
guys, I
That's
have a
great.
confession to make.
I'm shocked.
Wow, I am shooketh,
Flabbergasted.
flabbergasted.
As you could tell, every single song I've showed you today, I think is a masterpiece.
Sure, yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
completely biased opinion, and I'm okay with that. I just think with this song specifically, any song that anyone makes about bringing people together, all about it. that's what music is. That's what we do. That's why you go to concerts. That's why
That's why we did
you
this.
share songs with your friends. Yes, that's why we're here. Like, this is music. And the guys in the rows understand that completely. Even like their whole Discord team understands that. They have channels for every single language. So if you are a Black Rose that speaks Korean, you have a place to talk to people about the Rose. The only issue is that not every country is familiar with Discord. So they have a little thing that's like, here's how to use Discord if you've never been here. It's just
Oh, that's so
so
wholesome.
accessible and
Yeah.
so sweet. And we have first time chatters. Saw you guys on YouTube, wanted to follow you on Twitch. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Love that.
So sorry we had a dead chat tonight, other than Hana.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hana, for coming in. I know she's
Yeah, thank
asleep
you.
now.
Yeah, she's gone.
Quick plug, if you want to join us on Twitch, we usually stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, and it is a long one. So
And
if you're not
sometimes
up, you can go
Monday.
to sleep. It's fine. You can listen to this as you go to sleep, and then it'll get uploaded to YouTube, and you can finish it out.
Unless of course YouTube is really mean to us, and then I have to cut out all of the songs that I don't want to cut out, and I stay up till 3 a.m. doing it for you guys. So we're here.
Yeah, and
He's a
these
man
are
of the
not.
people. He's a man of the people.
I am a man of the
These
people.
are not
I try.
monetized videos. These are
Yeah.
just for funsies. We're just here to share great music.
The
And that's
love.
why I'm talking about the Rose. That's why I love the Wonder song. The Wonder song. I love Wonder. I really wish now that I went out of my way to see them. I know it wouldn't have worked with schedule wise. I kept trying to check like train schedules to see maybe I could
Aw.
just sleep on the train and come back. Maybe I could take a flight out, but there weren't any good flights. I really tried.
As respect.
Oh, but I miss them so much. I love all of their music.
What's a good B-side track you want me to check out? Do you have any? I have to ask,
You really liked Sour, which
I did really love Sour, yeah.
there isn't. I can't say there's one in particular that's like Sour, but
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
go off of that.
I'll pick my favorites while you're trying to roll through. So I'd say Sour is probably my number one.
I'd say as a whole, I would like you to check out Cure the album.
Yes, I'm going to.
And
for sure.
then for a one particular B-side, maybe Take Me Down.
Ooh, okay. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
If you are the Rose fan, also let me know in the comments. I will be checking those all out. But I'd probably
Yes.
say my favorites from tonight are Sour, Black Rose, Childhood I really enjoyed as well. And then I'd probably say that basically Black Rose to Sour I enjoyed. So Black Rose, Beauty and the Beast, Childhood, and Sour. I think those were my four
Nice.
favorites.
Okay.
But Sour number one though.
I'll say mine were Back to Me first,
Makes sense.
and then Red and Baby.
Oh,
Good
interesting.
choices. Good
Okay.
choices. I'm
Smart.
definitely still in the baby boat, and I'm gonna say now, much more now. You're beautiful, so
Oh,
gonna add
yeah.
more of that to my list. And then I'm still gonna plug Cure. We didn't listen to it on this one, but I think everyone should.
All right.
B-side off of Heal.
I will also give a special shout out to She's in the Rain. That was also a real heart wrencher. So
Oof.
I
That was
gotta
good.
Salute.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
did
give
like
a
that.
salutes to that one. But all right, well, we finally did the Rose. Therese is happy, and then she'll be happy again in June when we do BTS month. That's her next baby.
And maybe we'll cover the Suga X Wusung track that they did with
Love to see it.
Ryoko. What's his name?
I know.
I guess the Ryuichi Sakamoto.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, next week is going to be interesting because it's Valentine's Day week if you live here in the United States. So people are going to be away. So I don't know if we will have a stream next week or not. So we might be just taking a bye week altogether because I think I have something Thursday, and then Therese. I don't know if Therese is doing something Tuesday. Tuesday might be the only other open
Probably
day.
do Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday we could do. So I don't that we'll keep you posted. If we can't do Tuesday, then we get a bye week. If not, join us back when next week.
We probably have enough streams uploaded to the channel for you to fill the
yeah,
time.
I was gonna say there's a lot, and I appreciate everybody going through and watching some of the older ones. We got some comments and some older ones we've done as well. So much salutes to you.
If you want to get in on the inside jokes, check out Kepler for Wing Buzzin'. Check out Super M for Brandon's very first reaction of jopping. We have some good ones.
We got some good ones. The Dreamcatcher ones were really fun too. So I'll give a special shout out to Dreamcatcher. Love them. So go check that out. But yeah, I don't know who we're doing Tuesday. So maybe one we can get done in one full shot. So we'll have to play that.
Oh, you know what? We should do male soloist so I can include Woo-sung.
Ooh,
the rose. More the rose.
We could do it. Alex, are you opposed?
Not opposed. I was gonna try to push for CLC.
If we get more CLC comments in the chat than Black Rose comments in the chat.
Oh God! Oh, now Therese is using the fandom here. I love that.
Fight! Kiss.
We'd love to see it. Well, maybe we'll probably make a post about it, and you guys can vote and let us know what you would like to see from us next week. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. Thank you so much. I don't know if Therese wants to announce it, but we may have some sort of giveaway coming up soon, So
I'll
just
tease
saying,
it.
You want to tease it? Okay.
Yeah. I found an old Rose album it's unopened. I bought it because I wanted to support them, and I forgot that I had it. So I was like, yeah, Brandon, if you want to do a giveaway, this is unopened album for anyone to take, and I just want to share the love of music.
We'll have to find the best way to do that. So, we'll keep you posted. We'll probably make a comment on this video specifically. So if you do want to enter to win, let us know. But you got to be subbed up and you got to follow us. So
okay, so what are the rules for entering? Subscribe, follow, comment on this video.
Comment on this video. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pick someone. We'll give it a little time because like I said, I think Therese said that the Rose is like in a little bit of a slumber period right now, so we'll figure it out. But if you are the Rose fan and you want that album, let us know and give us a follow. Hopefully you'll join us for more than just the Rose, and that would be really cool. But that is it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Hana. Thank you, Shinny, for joining us as well. Thank you for the lovely comment. We really do appreciate it. And as a newbie fan of K-pop, I really appreciate the fandom coming through. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you on Tuesday probably. If not, we'll see you in like a weekish. So talk to you guys later.
Yep. Hey. See ya.